Anderson, great pass to Harvey underneath, up and good. 19 seconds on the clock. Elijah Campbell drives and scores on the layup.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Attorney Micah Belden, Bucksnort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture. Now let's go live to the game with Monty Walker and Justin White.
Wow. Is it basketball time in Texas?
I think so. Let's do it.
Hey, Monty Walker and Justin White here. It is Lady Bulldogs time against the Bonham Warriors, and if you have forgotten, the Lady Bulldogs are pretty good. They seem to be always pretty good. As a matter of fact, the Lady Bulldogs are 20-9 on this season. They were 21-10 a year ago, 19-11 before that, 24-8 a year before that, 26-7 back in 2015, and 17-11 back in 2014. They won 27 games in 2013. They had won 5 straight by-district championship titles before last season's loss on the shot heard round Texomaland on the Whitesboro's three-pointer dagger at the very end of that game to knock Howe out, who was leading by a great margin in the fourth quarter. But since then, it's been Derek Lands and what he does, and that's win basketball games with his girls.
Yeah, I mean, 17 games. They've won at least 17 games the last 7 seasons here. Yeah, and Coach Lands has got this program here on the right foot, going to the playoffs again for another consecutive season, and it's a good time to be a Howe Lady Bulldog.
Well, they take on Bonham tonight, and the Warriors are coached by Vince Morgan. It's his second year at Bonham High School, 20th year in education. He grew up in Kansas City, Missouri, and attended Northwest Missouri State University, where he earned a degree in social science. His previous 18 years before coming to Bonham, he was an assistant coach at several schools: Frisco Independence, Allen, Munster, and Colleyville Heritage. He has experience as a head coach at Taylor, Kemp, Castleberry, and in Bellevue, Florida. So a lot of experience there by Lady Warriors head coach Vince Morgan, and that'll be a great matchup tonight.
Yeah, bringing a lot of experience over here to Bonham for the Lady Warriors. What
we'll expect to see is the Howe Lady Bulldogs, their junior tandem. I tell you what, the junior class on this team is outstanding. Senior Callie Vick and senior Gianna Henry, basically the only 2 seniors on the squad. Most of the juniors they got a lot of playing time as freshmen here with the Lady Bulldogs, and it seems to cycle like that. Derek Lands has had the opportunity to take a freshman class and run them all the way through, and when he's done with that class, he gets another crop of freshmen. It just seems to work out that way. I don't know how it works out that way, but it does. The oldest Harvey basketball player, Riley Harvey, now at Stephen F. Austin, great player for Howe. Her and I believe it was Holly Hawkins, it was Darcy Foster, and a lot of those players came up as freshmen. They went all the way through as seniors, and when they graduated, all of a sudden here came Allie Harvey, and here came Jenna Honore, and Cassidy Anderson, and Kayla Anderson was the other one I was trying to think about. But older sisters stepping in for the or younger sisters stepping in for the older sisters, and that's kind of the way it's happened here now. And now the stud Lady Bulldogs are Allie Harvey and Jenna Honore and Cassidy Anderson, but there's a lot of them. Ollie Wilson, and there was a great interview that I did with Derek Lands after last week's game, because Molly Wilson had an outstanding fourth quarter, and she's somewhat hidden by the others. She doesn't need to stand out because her play is different, and she's outstanding on defense. We had a chance to talk to Derek Lands about that, and this is what he said about Molly Wilson.
Hasn't gotten any credit all year long other than me telling her, because stuff she does doesn't show up in the newspaper. It doesn't show up on TV, and she's usually having to guard a bigger girl, stronger girl, or a smaller, faster one. She's in that in-between area, and she knows how to play the game. And I don't know what stat that falls under, but it doesn't come up on my stat sheet.
Right.
So, but she knows it. Yeah. And she does.
And that was head coach Derek Lands talking about Molly Wilson. Now, the Lady Bulldogs have been in foul fest lately. I'm not sure what's going on, but they had 50-something fouls called in Bells, 50-something fouls called last week. It's just been crazy. And this is Lands talking about those games and maybe some adversity because they've had a lot of their star players on the bench in the fourth quarter here lately. This is what he said to talk about that.
I found out about their character back when we were in Athens, when we were playing people, bigger people, and when we played Princeton. And, I know what their adversity is. It's just, it's a matter of calming yourself and doing what's the right thing during a heated moment. So it's what chapter we're using. These guys are out of a chapter. Where was the other one at? Bells. Yeah. Those guys are out of Paris. Yeah. Those guys are out of Paris. These guys are out of Commerce. And our guys are our guys over there in North Texas. And, they don't see these kids. They don't see big kids. They just don't. There's not a big kid. There's not a big girl around here. I'm just telling you, they just don't know what to do with them. And so.
That was head coach Derek Lands talking about some officiating in some different chapters that have been kind of giving them fits. And, they've got tall girls over here in Howe. You talk about Allie Harvey and Sierra Copeland, right at 6 foot. And when they start banging around in there, a lot of these officials haven't seen girls that big, and then they just start cracking up the fouls. And that was Derek Land's case when he was talking about that.
Yeah, they're just going to have to adjust to the officials, to the official style of play each game here. And that's sometimes something you have to adjust to depending on how close they want to call it.
Well, the teams are warming up right now. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll let you hear who our sponsors are for the first time tonight. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Attorney Micah Belden, Bucksnort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.
The Lady Bulldogs still warming up right now. Cassidy Anderson and Callie Vick shooting from the three-point line, warming up for that. Now Anderson goes to the free throw line to work on that. Let's talk about the Lady Bulldogs and their stats. The leading scorer for the Lady Bulldogs is Allie Harvey. She averages 10.8 per game. Right behind her, tied with 8.8 per game, is Jenna Honore and Cassidy Anderson, both scoring 8.8 per game. Anderson has 247 points, whereas Jenna Honore has 219. Field goal percentage is a 48% margin by Sierra Copeland, and she gets a lot of putbacks right underneath the goal, and she is outstanding at that. The two-point field goals, the leading scorer there is Copeland again. And then three-point, it is, technically it's Gianna Henry with the 50%, but she's 1 out of 2. If you're going to shoot a lot of them, and Anderson shoots a ton of them, she's 29 of 74, 39%, and that leads with that many. Now, Allie Harvey is 5 of 8. That's 62%, which is a great three-point margin, but only 8 attempts. So Anderson clearly, and I'm going to tell you, when Anderson shoots the three, it always matters, it seems. It's right in crunch time. It was a week ago, and she nailed the big bomb late in the game to get Howe back in the lead. It was Molly Wilson's free throws that tied the game, and Anderson's three-pointer put Howe on top for the first time in the second half. So big hits by Anderson all year long. On defense, the leading rebounder is Allie Harvey with 88. Right behind her, Sierra Copeland, 71. Copeland in limited time. She's a sophomore. She really came on about the second half of the season. Right in district play, she hit another gear and started scoring quite a bit, started rebounding quite a bit, had a couple of double-doubles, and she's been a huge difference maker for these Lady Bulldogs here in the second half of the season, especially in district play. In the steal category, Jenna Honore 43 and Callie Vick 43. They lead the team. And Molly Wilson with 28 and Cassidy Anderson with 23. However, I just overlooked one. Allie Harvey leads the team. 53 steals on the season for Allie Harvey.
You've been around this program a lot more than longer than I have, Monty, but it didn't take long to figure out if your last name is Harvey, you have some pretty good success on the basketball court, on the football field, and we're seeing that here with Allie Harvey.
And there's two more to come.
Yeah, and what's interesting, too, also, is these twin towers here for the Lady Bulldogs and Sierra Copeland and Allie Harvey, averaging rebounds per game, 7.8 for Harvey, 5.7 for Copeland. That's going to be a force down there in the box, down the paint there for the Lady Bulldogs.
It should be, as the Lady Bulldogs are now clearing the court. We are just about ready for the national anthem, I would imagine, and we are going to have one of Howe's own sing it tonight, it appears. And I think we're just about ready for all of that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please rise for the singing of the national anthem? Amanda Miller.
Amanda Miller will do the honors tonight. Outstanding.
They're very good.
All right. Well, as we mentioned, we'll take a seat here. It is basketball time in Texas.
Feels good to say that again.
And now we're getting ready for the starting lineup for the Howe Lady Bulldogs.
For the Warriors, number 3, senior Hallie Solano.
Actually, we're going to do Bonham first, and that's Haley Solano.
Melanie Lewis.
Followed up by Melanie Lewis.
Number 10, junior Emma Bounds.
Number 10, Emma Bounds.
Number 23, junior Avery Reed.
Avery
and
Reeves.
Number 24, sophomore Carissa Hemby.
And Carissa Hemby rounds out the starting 5 for the Bonham Warriors, the Lady Warriors. And now we're about to hear the starting lineup for the Howe Lady Bulldogs. Dion Duncan doing the honors here across the way. Assistant principal and the assistant coach.
And now everybody on your feet for your Howe Lady Bulldogs. We're listing all of our players tonight. Number 3, freshman Trinity Williams. Number 4, sophomore Katie Grogan.
It is senior night, so they're going to introduce everyone. Starting out with Trinity Williams and then Katie Grogan, Gianna Henry making her way out. Marissa Agee, and they'll have the seniors last, I would imagine. Here is Sierra Copeland, and they throw little basketballs up in the stands. Peyton Ford tosses the basketball, a little tiny basketball, to some kids in the stands. And now the starters coming out tonight. Jenna Honore will make her way out. Number 2 still has somewhat of a brace on her left wrist. Injured it early in the season right before district play. Here's Callie Vick. And now Cassidy Anderson. You can hear there Molly Wilson coming on to the court. And finally, the 6-foot junior Allie Harvey. And now they introduce head coach, longtime head coach for the Lady Bulldogs, Derek Lands. Over 400 wins, on his way to 500, I'm sure. But 400 he got against Whitewright earlier this year. And it was Eric Johns who recorded his 300th win against Whitewright here. And we'll see him in the latter game.
What a milestone there for that, to get that 400th win here and get some stability. And just the way you talked about earlier with him, the way he runs this program here and just kind of developing the players young as they come in as freshmen, building them up, and then just kind of churning them out. As soon as you graduate some, you bring in a new fresh crop from the junior high and keep that tradition going and the development going.
So again, for the Lady Bulldogs, Honore, Vick, Anderson, Wilson, and Harvey. For the Lady Bulldogs, Solano, Lewis, Bounds, Reeves, and Hemby. And it'll be Allie Harvey to tip this one. And the ball's in the air. It's going to be controlled by Howe. Jenna Honore straight up the middle of the court. Passes right side in the corner wing to Vick. Back up top, Honore. Nice pass in underneath to Wilson. Kicks out for Harvey. He goes up for it, puts it in. 2-0. Lady Bulldogs with the early lead just underway here in the first period. Bonham trying to finally throw it in, and they do. Up the court, left side, and that is Hemby, and misses the runner. Rebound Harvey up the middle. Dribbling left-handed, now right-handed, straight one side to the other, puts it up, and that one's good, and draws the foul.
Well, it don't take you very long to figure out who is the go-to player here for this Lady Bulldog team. Allie Harvey getting the rebound, going coast to coast all the way in, and chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And it is 4-0 after that. 7:29 remaining, and already a quick timeout on the floor.
Yeah, this you can tell right now with the Lady Warriors, this press has got them kind of shook here at the beginning, and they're trying to push a little bit, which is kind of what the press does. And so Lady Warriors, I guess, you have to probably take a timeout here to try to calm the troops down here. The Lady Bulldogs taking advantage of the turnovers, the missed shots, and doing it in transition.
So Harvey about to attempt to hit the back end of that and one. Harvey, it's up, and it's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound by Cassidy Anderson. Puts it up left-handed. No good. Rebound again, and that is Hemby. And she'll kick it over right side. Solano brings it up top of the key. Left wing. And that's Hemby again. Back up top. Right wing now in the corner. Now up top again. Lewis, left side. A lot of ball action around the perimeter. Reeves dribbles right-handed towards the basket and dribbles it right out of bounds, but it went off of apparently Allie Harvey, and Bonham will retain possession.
Warriors doing a pretty good job of moving the ball around, not standing around, and a lot of trying to get this offense, trying to find an open man.
Inbound in the corner to Lewis, and she'll drive the back and rejected by Honore, but they get it back, and a nice, about an 8-footer is no good. Rebound, Callie Vick. All the way down the court on a football pass, and Harvey drives the corner, kicks it way up top. Honore just above the three-point line. Anderson for three, nails it. 7-0, 6:39 remaining in quarter number one, and Anderson has hit her first three of the night. She is cold-blooded at times with those, and she hit a big one last week. There's another one. Up top, thought about it for a moment, was Reeves, but she kicks it out. Lewis now, right wing. Dribbling left-handed towards the basket, kicks it out in the corner. Nothing doing there as they'll set it back up. Solano, and now a long three off the front of the rim. That one was Reeves who attempted it, no good. And rebound Howe. Here's Callie Vick moving up the right side of the court to our right side. Honore, long pass up top. Vick's going to set it up. 5:58 on the first period clock. Howe up 7-0. Vick right wing down in the corner, Molly Wilson. Looked for a second to Cassidy Anderson, and now Wilson's going to bring it up to the top again. Up to Vick, now in the corner. Honore for a long shot, no good. And rebounded on the far side by Bonham, and that's bounds. And she'll set it up. Solano shoots the three, but she walked. The three was no good. It rimmed out, but Solano took too many steps right before the shot.
I like the Lady Bulldogs offense. They move the ball around, look for a good shot, don't try to rush their shot, and they play a good outside game.
Honore inbound to Harvey. Driving to the bucket, and she is going to roll that one in, 9-0. Howe with the early lead, 5:28 left to go in the first period. Solano trying to inbound, does. Lewis on the right side, dribbles up past half court, now left in the corner, now right to the bucket, and it's going to be dribbled off Lewis. A nice play by Anderson to reach in there, and it went off of Lewis apparently, and Howe's going to take possession with 5:15 left to go in the first period, 9-0. The Lady Bulldogs leading here. Vic dribbling left-handed straight up the court. Now right corner Honore, or right wing rather. Now in the corner to Vic, back up right wing Honore all the way across, and a dangerous pass was knocked away by Lewis at the left elbow. So Wilson will inbound. It went off of Lewis, and she will throw it up top to Honore. Drives to the bucket. Her left leg goes out from under her, and there's a foul called, as Honore is very good at drawing fouls. She's also very good at drawing charges.
I like that. You showing her aggressiveness, not afraid to go into the teeth of the defense there.
Wilson inbound to Harvey, right back to her. Now out. Now Harvey, right elbow, puts it up. That one's nothing but net, 11-0. 4:52 left to go in the first period. Solano trying to inbound it, looking for someone, and finally has bounds on the right side, dribbling up past half court, guarded by Callie Vick. Bounds falls down, gets back up, and now Solano, right wing, up top to Lewis. Now left wing, it was Reeves trying to make a move, thought she was going to shoot another three, but Harvey was guarding her nicely, and here's a turnover, and Cassidy Anderson will take it, throw it over left side to Callie Vick. Now right wing, back to Molly Wilson, top of the key. Lots of passing. Now inside to Harvey, puts it up off the glass and good. 13-0. Howe on the first run, big run of the night, have allowed no points yet with 4:08 left to go in the first period.
13 points. Harvey's got 10 of them.
Solano dribbles it up to the right wing. No penetration whatsoever at this point by Bonham on the Lady Bulldogs. And Reeves dribbles to the right. She will try to penetrate, puts it off the glass, no good. Rebound Harvey. She's going to take it herself, and now it's knocked away from her from behind, and that was Bounds who knocked it away, and Lewis will dribble it straight up the court on the right side. Fancy dribbling, guarded by Honore, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Solano, and blocked by Wilson. And finally, Anderson gets the loose ball. And Callie Vick has it on the other end. Going up for the layup, and she misses the layup. It's pulled down by Reeves. So Bonham going the other way with it. 3:17 on the clock. Top of the key for Reeves. She pulls up her dribble. Now left corner. And that's Hemby. Hemby again, left wing, up top Solano. They're going to set it up. Bounds is on the right wing, and she's guarded nicely by Callie Vick, who makes a steal, and she pulls up on the left wing. It's going to be taken by Honore, and Wilson comes up with it. She puts it up, no good, and it's knocked out of bounds by Bonham, and Howe will retain possession. 2:47 on the clock, 13-0. Lady Bulldogs in the lead, and a timeout has been called by Bonham. We'll take a quick one. We'll be right back right after this.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, attorney Micah Belden, Bucksnort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.
Well, Justin White, let's see, what are we looking at? About 26-52-0 right now would be our final score. If
At this rate here, yeah, I mean, Lady Warriors are I noticed in the last possession they tried to slow it down and try to just be patient on offense. The Lady Bulldogs do a great job defensively, fundamentally, staying in front of their man, forcing them to put up shots, and that's what Bonham did on that last possession there to force a turnover or force a bad shot. And so Lady Bulldogs aren't doing anything special except just playing good, sound defense.
13-0. We're in the first period. Howe in the lead over the Bonham Lady Warriors. And Wilson throws it in the corner. Honore is going to shoot the three, and that is off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound by Anderson, but it goes off her hands and out of bounds, and Bonham will take possession with 2:42 on the first period clock. Trying to inbound, throwing the deep ball down the court, and that's going to be taken.
We're still adjusting.
By Dunnigan, and now Lewis has it roll off her leg, going to be taken by Honore. And now Harvey, top of the key. She'll drive to the bucket, puts it up, no good, but she is fouled, and she'll go to the line. So new players in for Bonham, and that will be Mary Dunnigan is one. And Carson Hemby is the other. Chrissy Hemby, the starter, the sophomore, and Carson Hemby, the junior, now checks in.
I guess the Bulldogs come in too.
Callie Vick checks out. Molly Wilson checks out. Katie Grogan is in. And Sierra Copeland is in. So 15-0. Howe in the lead. A lot of pressure by Katie Grogan on Solano, but she is able to dribble out of it. And she'll push it up the floor now. Top of the key. And that's Reeves dribbling for just a moment and throws it down. Underneath, a great play, but Bonham misses the layup. It was a nice pass by Reeves to Hemby, but she was unable to convert. So it remains 15-0 with 2:06 and apparently a loose ball foul is going to be on Howe. And I didn't check it. It was Allie Harvey, her first. So Hemby will inbound over in the corner. Not a great pass. Looked like it was going to be a three, but a bad pass. And now Reeves makes a nice ball fake, kicks it out to Hemby in the corner. Now Lewis and Reeves is going to shoot a long three off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound Sierra Copeland. And she heaves it down the court to Allie Harvey, who puts it up off the glass and good. 17-0. 1:45 left to go in period number one. Lewis quickly down the court. Slings it and out of bounds. It's a pass that was just over the head of Mary Dunnigan, and Howe takes possession with 1:38, leading 17-0.
Copeland from one twin tower to the other twin tower down at the other end for Harvey.
So Katie Grogan will bring it up. Now over to Honore, right wing, way across the court. Anderson behind the three-point line, a long pass over to Honore. And she feeds Sierra Copeland inside, makes a move, puts it up off the glass, no good, gets her own rebound. And now Harvey puts it up, gets her own rebound, and then Honore dribbles it and holds the ball and has it go out of her hands a little bit, and she ends up getting called for traveling. And with 1:15, Bonham takes possession.
Good job there by Honore to get kind of amongst the trees in there to get some trouble down an offensive rebound.
Reeves thought about breaking the press by throwing it. She just dribbles it up herself, guarded by Allie Harvey. Behind the three-point line, now passes it over to Solano. Right inside Sierra Copeland. It looked like she just threw it straight to Sierra Copeland. I'm not sure who Solano was looking for there. We had a great vantage, and it appeared that she just threw it straight to Copeland.
Well, Copeland, it helps that Copeland's about 3 or 4 inches taller and able to intercept it, and it looks like Copeland got called for the foul on that one. used a little bit of a body there when she intercepted that pass.
Hemby to inbound, nowhere to go, and now finally throws it inbounds. Dunnigan, and she'll kick it over in the corner to Hemby, back up left wing. Reeves loves to shoot that, but she's not going to here. She dribbles once, picks it up, and now throws it right wing. And she thought about shooting another three. Pulls up, now is going to dribble past Harvey, put it up, and blocked by Harvey. Grogan has it, and she rolls to the right wing and passes it inside, but it goes off of one of the Lady Warriors' hands and out of bounds. And Howe will take possession with 38 seconds left to go in the first, leading 17-0.
Avery Reeves, she tried to drive the basket there and just challenged Harvey, and Harvey accepted the challenge and able to swat that ball away.
Cassidy Anderson will inbound. And she has the corner, Marissa Agee, for a long three, and that's no good. Rebounded by Agee eventually, and she puts it off the glass, no good. Harvey rebounds, she puts it up, that is good, 19-0. 27 seconds on the clock. Journey Sheldon now into the game. Will bring it up to Reeves, left wing, guarded by Allie Harvey. Dribbles right-handed. 13 seconds, waiting for the last shot of the first period. Well, nope, there's Dunnigan shooting a three, and that's no good. And Sierra Copeland rebounds, but she was out of bounds. Her foot was on the line. So Bonham will get it back with 4.35 seconds remaining here in period number one. Hemby looking to pass it, finally finds someone. Reeves puts it up from three, no good, air ball, and that's going to be rebounded by Cassidy Anderson. And that is the end of the very impressive Lady Bulldogs first period, leading 19-0 over the Bonham Lady Warriors.
And 16 of that come from Allie Harvey. I tell you what, just this defense up front there by the Lady Bulldogs, you're not only long and tall with Copeland and Harvey, but then you've got the aggressiveness of Wilson and Anderson and Honore, who are shorter but still able to move their feet and keep their man in front of them. It's just a nice defensive effort here by the Lady Bulldogs.
Well, they've got a lot of interesting parts to the puzzle, and they seem to have everything you need. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Attorney Micah Belden, Buck Snort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.
Coming back out on the court, Lady Bulldogs, Sierra Copeland, Marissa Agee, Cassidy Anderson, Allie Harvey, and Katie Grogan, the same that left a moment ago. And here is Lewis for Bonham dribbling over in the corner, and she passes for the first time tonight to Ari Fee. And now up top right wing, back to Lewis running the point at the very top. She's going to dribble right, now dribble left and pass it left wing. Shot is no good, but getting her own rebound is Chrissy Hemby, and she'll kick it back out now over the corner. Hemby now, and a lot of ball action across the line, not much penetration. Fee dribbling, and now she will get caught for the travel. So a turnover there by the Lady Warriors will give Howe the ball. 7:23 left to go in the second period, leading 19-0.
Again, it just goes back to that defensive effort. Long arms, active hands, make it hard for Warriors to get any kind of shot off.
Inside, Harvey thought about passing along, but she passed it to Copeland across, and now Copeland puts it up, misses it, off the glass, and makes it. Shot, rebound, shot, and it's good. 21-0. 7:02 in period number 2, and Bonham setting it up, playing a little half-court offense. Right wing, dribbling, and now inside to Hemby, back kicking it outside to bounds, up top once again, and that's going to be a long three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Sierra Copeland, who throws it over to Cassidy Anderson. Anderson, right wing, Marissa Agee, inside to Copeland, who turns around and travels. She just pivoted on both feet.
And you can't do that.
Can't do that. That's all right. Bulldogs. Just a sophomore, getting big playing time at the varsity level. And here's Lewis dribbling on the right side now, back up top of the key. Left-handed, right-handed, throws it right wing to Bounds, back inside to Lewis, knocked away by Harvey. And Katie Grogan comes up with it now quickly down the court. Cassidy Anderson inside to Harvey. Easy layup off the glass, 23-0. Howe in the lead, 6:10 left to go in the second period.
Good find there by Anderson. Got it right in the spot there where Harvey could only get it.
Lewis has it stolen away by AG. Throws it over to Katie Grogan. She sets it up left wing now inside to Harvey. Turn around shot off the glass. That one is good. 25-0, 5:50 left to go in period number 2. The Lady Bulldogs are just manhandling the Lady Warriors at this point early in the game. 5:41 left to go. Bonham sets it up. Lewis up top now, left side Fee. Trying to kick it inside, but it's stolen away by Harvey. Dribbling up from one side to the other. The layup is off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound by Bonham. And stolen away by Aju, who tries to roll it to a teammate, but now the ball's going to be tied up.
A possession arrow to the Lady Bulldogs.
So now checking in will be Trinity Williams, the freshman. And if Howe wasn't already dangerous, the freshman Trinity Williams is pretty good. Honore checks out. Katie Grogan checks out. And this will be AG in the corner. Up top, Callie Vick. Vick near the right wing. Now back up straight up top. Left wing for AG. All the way across for Henry, who fakes and rolls to the middle. Has it knocked away from her. And it's going to be taken by Bounds on the right side of the court. Callie Vick in pursuit. And Shellman will dribble out and set it up. Feed shoots a long shot. That one's off the back of the rim. No good. Shellman rebound in the corner and sets it up left wing. Hemby now back to Shellman. Left wing takes it up to the top. Dribbling right-handed. Now left wing again, guarded by Williams. The ball goes off Bounds' hand on the pass, but she gets it back. In the corner, Fee now all the way back to the top. Inside for Hemby, has it knocked away by Williams, but Hemby gets it right back. And now we're set up once again. Solano back in the game, running the point, guarded by Callie Vick. Dribbling right, dribbling left, dribbling right. Inside for Fee, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Rebound by Trinity Williams. Is Bonham going to score tonight? Callie Vick behind her back, right wing, up top, throws it to Trinity Williams, who thought about shooting it, but drives the bucket, goes off the glass and off the rim, and no good. Rebounded by Bonham. And now Solano will bring it up. Passes half court, long pass underneath Shellman with a roll off the glass, no good. Rebound by Harvey. Dribbling all the way underneath, rebounded. She tried the layup, it was no good. Rebounded by Henry, but now it ends up in Harvey's hands again. She shoots about a 18 or a 12-footer, that one's no good. And now Bonham rebounds again. Bounds brings it up the court. Up top, Solano shoots a long three, 22-footer, no good. Rebound Henry. Henry will bring it up quickly. Top of the key, now to Vick, setting it up. 25-0. Lady Bulldogs in the lead with 3:24 left to go before the half. Henry thought about shooting it inside to Williams. Now Vick's going to shoot the 25-footer, and that one is good.
Again, we talk about the inside-outside game. Got it down to Williams. Williams got double teamed, kicked it out to Vick, and Vick able to knock down the three.
28-0. Lady Bulldogs in the lead. 3:07 left to go before the half. Bounds guarded by Henry, looking to throw, and she finally finds someone across the court. Shellman will dribble up left wing, right-handed. Errant pass is stolen away by Callie Vick, who dribbles right-handed, now left-handed. Top of the key. Henry's going to shoot the three, and that one is good. 31-0. The Lady Bulldogs in the lead, and a timeout has been called. 2:43 left to go before the half. And have you seen a game, a varsity game that's 31-0?
I do not think so. Not, at least not to where they can't score a bucket at all. I mean, it's, you know, they're trying to move the ball around, Lady Warriors, and it's just active hands and moving their feet here by the Lady Bulldogs. And then when they get the rebound, they're going down the other way, and they're not spending a lot of time here setting up the offense here either. They're trying to move here and score points.
We're going to take a quick timeout, let you hear who is able to allow us to bring this to you. We'll be right back.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, attorney Micah Belden, Bucksnort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.
We are back 31-0. Nobody has scored during the break. Wow.
Should note Allie Harvey. I don't know if you're surprised at this means. She's got 20 points already here in the first half.
Wow. Harvey has 20. Peyton Ford checks into the game for the Lady Bulldogs. And no pressure at all from the Howe girls as Bounds dribbles it up cleanly. Reeves, right wing, dribbles it inside and almost had it stolen away by Copeland, but she's going to be called for the travel. Reeves is, and she's not happy about it. Shakes her head a little bit. Now Peyton Ford will inbound to Callie Vick, dribbling right, left, skipping across the line. Happy night tonight so far for the Lady Bulldogs. Inside, Sierra Copeland turns around, shoots off the back of the rim, no good, gets her own rebound. And now Callie Vick ends up with it. Right wing. She points directions to Jenna Honore to the right corner, who gets it. And she throws it way across to Peyton Ford. Top of the key, shoots the three. That one's no good. Off the left side of the rim. Callie Vick rebound, and that one, she's trapped underneath the goal. Now kicks it out. Honore, top of the key. Inside to Callie Vick, who puts it up, and that one is good on the runner. 33-0. 150 left to go before the half.
Nice find there by Honore. Vick kind of got behind the defense there underneath the basket, able to find her for the easy layup.
Bounce, top of the key to Hemby in the corner. Now Reeves, right wing, back up top to Bounce. Back to Reeves. Right wing, shooting the three. It may be a long two. It's no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Honore quickly down the court to Sierra Copeland on the runner, and that one's no good. Rebounded by Hemby. And dribbling left-handed are the Bonham Lady Warriors in all purple tonight. Howe in all white at home. Reeves, another three. This one is heaved up off the glass and good. And Bonham has their first points of the game with a $1.08 left to go before the half.
With 33-3.
Yeah, I don't know if she called glass or not. Underneath, Sierra Copeland now corner for Henry. She dribbles in and now throws it away. It's taken by Bounds, who dribbles from one side to the other. And this is going to be a blocking foul on Honore, who wanted the charge. She set up. She got knocked down. But the official is kind of smiling a little bit. Honore is kind of smiling a little bit. And if it weren't 33-3, she might be a little bit more upset. But that one is a block call on Jenna Honore.
Yeah, it's hard to get upset when you're up 33-3.
Yeah. So Bounds will shoot the front end, and it is no good off the front of the rim. Remains 33-3. Again, the only point so far in this first half for Bonham is a bank shot three-pointer by Avery Reeves a moment ago with 1:08 left. Bounce shot is also no good. Off the glass and rims out. It's going to be knocked away by Hemby, which gives Howe the ball with 47 seconds left to go before the half. Inbounding to Callie Vick, who will dribble up softly. Now guarded by Lewis right across the line. Right hand, left hand. Now Molly Wilson, who's back into the game, left wing. She'll pass it out to Marissa Agee. They're looking for the final shot. And Honore looked like she was fouled, but she drives to the lane, puts it up, no good, off the front of the rim. And Peyton Ford rebounds, but throws it away. And this is going to be taken by Reeves. Molly Wilson setting it up. Had great position and allowed Honore to steal it on the backside. Honore, right wing, up top to Callie Vick. Vick, right wing to Honore. Wasting time, 6 seconds. 5, and now stolen away by Reeves. It goes out of bounds, but off of Reeves, and Howe's going to have possession with 2.68 seconds before intermission.
Chance to set up a last play here, get the last shot of the half.
Ford to inbound, and she does to Wilson, standing on the line, shoots the long shot. That one is good at the buzzer, and Wilson hits it as the buzzer goes off, 35-3, capping off an amazing first half by these Lady Bulldogs. Complete and utter domination, 35-3.
That last play, the inbounds pass, got it to Wilson at the right inside the three-point line. Got a chance to gather herself, take a deep breath, put up the jump shot, able to get it to go down. Not much to. You got to wonder what Coach Lands will be talking about in the locker room here at halftime. Up 35-3.
Yeah, not much to say, I don't think. What do you say?
Keep up the intensity, I guess. Don't get lackadaisical in the second half.
Let's not. I
stay sharp. I mean.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever had a basketball score put up like that, 35-3.
That's not football score. That's not a.
And we're not talking about 7th grade. This is varsity, and you don't mean to harp on it. I mean, Bonham is doing the best they can. We're just talking about a really good Lady Bulldogs team, and Bonham has had some great opportunities. They've got some great athletes out there. Reeves has shot some great shots, and Shellman has played well, and Solano has played well. They just can't get them to fall. Reeves the only one that got one to fall.
Well, yeah, talk about the Lady Bulldogs defense. They're making it difficult for every kind of shot. They're contesting every shot that goes up. Talk about Reeves was able to bank that shot in. That's with Allie Harvey on the bench there. Because when Reeves has got that ball, Harvey is all up in her uniform, got hands waving, just being very active, and just and all the Lady Bulldogs are like that. Just make it very hard for the Lady Warriors to get up any kind of a decent shot. And then offensively, the Lady Bulldogs have they're moving the ball on offense. Nobody's standing still. They have a good inside-outside game we talked about. Get it down to Harvey, get it down to Copeland. If they get double teamed, kick it out to Vic. You kick it out to Anderson for a three. They got a lot of good jump shooters, and then they got the post players there in the paint as well.
We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Attorney Micah Belden, Bucksnort Barbecue, TechWave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.
Welcome back. We are still at the half. We're talking to Michelle Carney, who takes photos for HoweEnterprise.com, and also Herald Democrat and Van Alstyne Leader and everybody else. And been doing that a long time. And I know a lot of people appreciate Michelle and what she does here for the community. A lot of pictures. I would like to know the click count.
Oh, wow,
for Michelle Carney over the years. And I wonder if we're up to 1 million yet. I wonder if we're up to 5 million yet. I mean, who knows?
Not yet. Don't tell in a season you have all the different games that go on.
The boys are warming up right now, and we'll talk a little bit about them later on. As Eric Johns, the head coach for for the Bulldogs, he recorded his 300th win a year ago against White here. I don't know what it is about White, but Derek Lands and Eric Johns both getting their milestones at home against White. But if you'll remember the football game that we did, the basketball football game that we did in Bonham with Warriors and Van Alstyne, some of those cats are on the court here. Tyler Rodriguez, their outstanding quarterback, is just got through rebounding here, dribbling up near side, and he's an outstanding athlete, not only on the football field, but basketball court and everything. He's a track star, I believe he's a long jumper, but Bonham have some outstanding athletes on this basketball team and in their school in general. And Howe's got their work cut out for them tonight. Howe not having the season that they wanted to have. They've done some great things and played a great game last week. Just came up a little bit short at Leonard. But, if you ask them, it just hasn't gone the way they anticipated it to go.
I watched them play a couple of weeks ago against Van Alstyne, and, it's kind of like on the football field. I mean, these kids play hard, and, just sometimes, it's just not your night, and and sometimes you have mismatches, and that's what they had against Van Alstyne a couple weeks ago. And but it's not because of lack of heart for this Howe Bulldog program.
We're about 3 minutes away from the Lady Bulldogs coming back out on the floor again, 35-3. Don't remember ever witnessing a varsity basketball game such as this.
You know, you think about this Lady Bulldog team, getting ready to. I think it's already sewn up. They've already won the district. Is that correct?
That's correct. They are the district championship, the champions. They won the championship a week ago at Leonard, clinched it over there. We were wondering about, we thought, my goodness, what's happening over here, because Leonard had led the entire second half up until the very end when Molly Wilson hit the 2 free throws to tie it up. Cassidy Anderson hit the 3 to go up 50-47. And since then, it's been all Lady Bulldogs, but there were some scares a little bit early on. And this is the first time that, Coach Lands, we talked about the officials over here in North Texas. You don't have to deal with all the crazy fouls that he's been seeing from the Paris chapter and the Commerce chapter. When they go over there, they've been in big-time foul trouble on the road. They come back home, and things seem to settle down a little bit, back to normal.
So they weren't letting them play as much, I guess. They kind of calling a lot of ticky-tacky fouls, sounds like.
A lot of fouls were called in the Bells game. A lot of fouls were called in the Leonard game. As a matter of fact, the same officials for the boys game, they had 14 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Wow.
It was just extreme. But the Lady Bulldogs about ready to start here. We're about a minute and a half away.
It makes you wonder, too, how that will translate to playoff basketball.
Yeah, you just don't know, because you don't know what the officials, which officials you're going to get. You may go, you may get some of these Commerce chapters officials. You just never know. And this is Derek Lands talking about the officiating of the past couple of weeks or so.
It's what chapter we're using. I mean, these guys are out of a chapter. Where was the other one at? Bells. Yeah. Those guys are out of Paris. Those guys are out of Paris. These guys are out of Commerce. And our guys over there in North Texas. And, they don't see these kids. They don't see big kids. They just don't. There's not a big kid. There's not a big girl around here. I'm just telling you, they just don't know what to do with them. And so.
That was Derek Lance talking about the officiating crews for over the past several weeks. But tonight, not the case. Nothing to really gripe about tonight. 35-3, Howe in the lead over the Bonham Lady Warriors. We're just about ready for action. As it appears that for the Warriors, their starting 5 will come back out with Solano, Lewis, Bounds, Reeves, and Chrissy Hemby. And for Howe, Honore, Molly Wilson, Callie Vick, Cassidy Anderson, and Allie Harvey. So the starting 5 for each team will come back out on the court, with Howe leading 35-3, just starting the third period. Not sure what happened there, but a little bit premature on the inbound.
Yeah.
Now Lewis has it, top of the key. Now Bonham moving to our right. And Reeves in the corner, guarded by Harvey, up top to Solano. To Lewis on the runner, and that one's no good. Rebounded by Harvey. She'll take it herself from one side, and now finally gives it to Honore, just shy of the half court. Now Wilson for a long shot. That one's no good. Rebounded by Hemby, and she'll underhanded flip it to Reeves, who shoots the 3, and that one is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded for a moment by Wilson, but Reeves gets it, rolls it on the floor. Honore ends up with it, and now Callie Vick behind the back. Right at half court, setting up top of the key. Dribbling right side, now left side to Cassidy Anderson, left wing. Inside to Harvey, kicks it out to Honore. Good ball fake, now underneath, just a little bit high for Harvey. It goes over her head, and she and Hemby tie it up, and possession goes to Howe. 35-3, Howe in the lead, 7:03 left to go in quarter number 3. Wilson to inbound. The pass from her hip goes to Allie Harvey, left wing. Nice pass inside to Cassidy Anderson, and it's knocked away on the layup. She does get her own rebound, and now Wilson in the corner, back up top. Honore, left wing, dribbles to the basket, puts it up. That one is good. A pretty layup for Jenna Honore, and Howe extends their lead 37-3, 6:40 on the clock. Quickly down the court, Solano to Lewis. Top of the key, guarded by Honore. Reeves, right wing, moves left, now takes a shot right at the free throw line, and that one is good. And Bonham has their second bucket of the night. Reeves has both of them. That one a runner, and it's 37-5. 6:19, left wing for Allie Harvey. Overhead pass to Honore, who has the ball over her head. Anderson with the ball over her head. Inside, Callie Vick on the runner, left-handed layup. That one's good, 39-5. 6:04 on the clock. Lewis quickly down the court on the right side. Dribbles, left-handed toward the lane, puts it up. That one off the glass. That one is good. And now all of a sudden, Bonham is on a little bit of a run. They've scored 2 in their last minute and a half or so, 39-7.
And it's not all come from Avery Reeves there.
Yeah, the first points of the game not from Reeves.
Melanie Lewis able to get on the action there with 2 points. So Reeves with 5 and Lewis with 2 for the Bonham Lady Warriors.
5:50 on the clock, 39-7. We're in quarter number 3. Vick, top of the key, right side to Wilson. No foul called as Lewis ran right into Honore. Vick inside, Harvey turned around, off the glass, rolls in and out, rebounded by Anderson, who is fouled as she tries to put it up, and Anderson will shoot 2.
I tell you what, Harvey did a great job of sealing off her defender there and able to put that shot up. Just went straight to work as soon as she got it. Went to one bounce pass and went to work in the paint because that couldn't get it to go down.
39-7 as Anderson misses the front end of her 2 shots. She is a 54% free throw shooter on the year. Second shot is money, 40-7, 5:33 on the clock, third period. Lady Bulldogs in the lead. Solano dribbling up left and right. Right up the top of the key, guarded by Callie Vick. Hemby now top of the key, guarded by Anderson. And Lewis, top of the key, guarded by Honore. Now Reeves, who always wants to shoot, thought about it twice. Now Hemby from the right elbow. Reeves fakes and now gives it to Lewis, who drives to the bucket, has it stolen away by Honore. Quickly down the court is Harvey. Harvey looking for someone to throw to, and she'll stop at the top of the key and give it back to Honore. Right wing, Molly Wilson all alone, makes a great ball fake and now kicks it out to Honore. Thought about shooting the 3, and now Callie Vick from about 25 feet will drive to the bucket. Kicks it out to Cassidy Anderson on a great pass, and Anderson puts it up. And good, 42-7. Lewis in the corner. Up top to Hemby. Way down on the other side. And now Reeves on the left wing. Dribbles and has it stolen away by Molly Wilson. Wilson will bring it up right in the middle of the court. Now handed to Callie Vick, left-handed. Vick, who is signing on a soccer scholarship tomorrow. Inside to Allie Harvey, has it knocked away, but Wilson grabs it. Vick thought about shooting the 3, drives to the bucket, and she's fouled along the way. And I think that was Solano, or it might have been Hemby. And no, it was Solano, her first.
We get a platoon swap here for the Lady Bulldogs.
You know, this reminds me of a couple years ago. Howe had the 5 and 5. They swapped 5 and 5 out all the time when these girls were freshmen.
Oh, well.
And now they will swap in Williams, Grogan, Henry, and AG. And this is inside the Trinity Williams. Turns around, goes up, has it stolen away by Lewis. Quickly, top of the key, and now she has it stolen away by AG. Henry has it. She has it stolen away by Bounds. Bounds now the other way. And she has it knocked off of Peyton Ford. She threw it across the right across the lane, and Ford was right there to have it go off her shoulder, and Bonham will retain possession.
But having this depth here on the bench here, that's going to be something you could really rely on during the playoffs. Have that depth for the Lady Bulldogs.
Hemby throws it right into Lewis, who missed the really easy jumper. And a struggle for the ball, and now Trinity Williams comes up with it, the freshman down the court. Now throws it to Marissa Agee, right wing, dribbling to the basket, has it stolen away, and Bounds is going the other way. guarded by Peyton Ford. And Bounds is turned away and shoots a little 4-foot jumper, and that was off the glass, and that one's good. Ford fell down, which allowed for the easy jumper, and now it's 42-9 with 3:19 left to go in the third. Grogan to Henry, left wing. All the way across the court. Grogan for a long two. Is it a three? It misses everything and goes out of bounds, and Bonham will have possession with 3:07 left to go in the third.
Good thought. Had the open three, just didn't have enough leg on it, leg underneath it.
So Mary Dunnigan into the game. Inbounds to Lewis. Top of the key, dribbles right past Katie Grogan on the layup, but she misses. Rebounded by Henry, who has it stolen away by Lewis. Lewis is quick. She is one of the quicker Lady Warriors, or anyone on the court for that matter.
Yeah, when you got that ball, you got to be able to control it, be able to watch for her. She can be kind of a pest there, come from behind and knock it away.
So Katie Grogan brings it right up middle of the court, left wing for Henry, who shoots the three quickly off the glass, and that one is good. Nothing can go wrong for the Lady Bulldogs tonight. 45-9. 2:40 left to go in the third. Reeves has it left wing, dribbling back AG a little bit, turns around and heaves it up and draws the foul. And that one, or did it just go out?
I think it just went out.
Maybe it went off of AG, so no foul call. Lewis, top of the key. Now Reeves, who thought about the three again, turns around, right, left elbow, now dribble and is fouled by AG. So what I thought happened a moment ago now has happened. AG fouled Reeves, who will inbound here. Top of the key quickly to Shellman. Now right wing Dunnigan. Dunnigan turns left-handed, drives the buckets. That one's going to be knocked away. And Henry is going to be called for the foul as she went up for it.
Defensive Lady Bulldogs have been going a little bit more for the block and going for the steal a little bit more here in the third quarter.
Dunnigan on her first shot is good. She wears long purple, it's not a sweatband, but like a whole wristband. Like it from the elbow to the wrist.
Yes, yeah.
Second shot, and that one is off the back of the rim. That one's no good. Rebounded by Trinity Williams, but it goes off of bounds. No, it goes off of Williams, and Bonham will retain possession. Lewis is going to throw this one in, guarded by Katie Grogan. And she does. She hits Reeves in the corner, who drives left-handed to the basket. Now right-handed, turn around, jumper, and that one's no good. Knocked down was Henry. They could have got a foul call again on Henry there, but no call. Katie Grogan dribbles up the middle of the court. Inside to AG, and that one is a big foul. Reeves knocked AG down.
Reeves with a hip check there on AG. AG hits the deck.
Reeves biting the bottom lip, and she's not happy with that, but it was an obvious foul. And Ford throws it in to AG, who runs to the bucket and heaves it over to Ford. Henry again has the shot blocked. She was shooting a three, but partially blocked and rebounded by Dunnigan. Going the other way, 1:50 left on the third quarter clock. Reeves shoots a long three. She loves to do that. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Ford, who ends up giving it to Trinity Williams on a turnaround in lots of traffic. Now Katie Grogan, top of the key, in the corner to Henry, fumbles it a little bit, and now has it knocked away from her. And Mary Dunnigan is knocked down hard out of bounds. And the Lady Warriors will have possession.
Just two girls going for the ball there, but yeah, it looked like Dunnigan got the business end of that push there. And she hit the ground pretty hard.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was aggressive.
We felt the boom over here.
45-10, Lady Bulldogs in the lead. Lewis dribbling up right side. Now cuts the lane on Katie Grogan, up a runner, and that one's no good. Might have been swatted away by Copeland, but it goes out of bounds, and Howe has possession. 45-10 with 1:18 left to go in the third.
Copeland doing her job there. When it gets by one of the guards out there, she comes over from the help and able to swat that ball away.
Grogan and Ford running the 1 and 2. And Grogan right now the 1. right side, Trinity Williams thought about driving. Now she throws it inside to AG. A great pass, but it goes off of AG misses the runner, and it goes off of Sierra Copeland into the corner, and Bonham will have possession. So now Bounds will dribble straight up the middle, top of the key, try to go right by Ford, but Dunnigan's going to shoot a long three, and that was no good off the left side of the rim, rebounded by Williams. And now Katie Grogan will bring it top of the key. We're under a minute left in the third. 45-10, Howe in the lead. Trinity Williams, the freshman, turns around off the glass, no good. Tries to get her own rebound, but it's finally brought down by AG, who tries to put it up, and lots of traffic, kicks it to Sierra Copeland, and that one's no good. They're going to call 3 seconds on Copeland.
Yeah, a lot going on there out there in Copeland. Fighting for the ball, got called for 3 seconds.
Bounds up the right side of the court, guarded by Peyton Ford. Now right wing Reeves, who tries to shoot the three at any moment. Dunnigan's going to shoot the three. She likes to do that as well. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Katie Grogan. Trying to dribble out of traffic, and finally Sierra Copeland comes up with it, but now it rolls through another defender, and Bounds comes up with it for Bonham. Left corner. Now Reeves driving to the bucket, and that one's going to be blocked by Williams, who comes up with it, and what happened there? There was a whistle, and apparently it's going to be a foul.
I think it's a foul on Reeves. Kind of a frustration foul. After she drove to the basket, Williams was able to swat it away, get it back, and then Reeves kind of in frustration reached in and got called for the foul, looks like.
That's her second, and she's a key player for the Lady Warriors. Under 5 seconds. Williams, 2-1, heaves it up. That one off the front of the rim, no good. And Howe takes a 45-10 lead into the quarter number 4 here in the home court.
Well, that third quarter wasn't as crisp as the first half, but still got a 45-10 lead you're comfortable with.
You know, the good thing is you get to work on your bench. You're going into the playoffs, and your bench needs a lot of work. You're seeing Peyton Ford. You're seeing, you know, AG plays a lot, but you're seeing a lot of those bench players come in and get a lot of time, and you need that going into the playoffs.
That's what I was saying earlier. You're going to need to rely on that bench come playoff time. And yeah, this gives you a chance to kind of see what those other players can do in game-like situations. You get to see them in practice, but get a chance to throw them into game situations like this.
We're going to take a quick timeout and let you listen to who brought this to you. We'll be right back.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Attorney Micah Belden, Buck Snort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.
Welcome back. It's 45-10 here in Howe as the Lady Bulldogs lead the Lady Warriors. And now it'll be Shelby Jones inbounding to Emma Bounds, who dribbles right side. Now back to Jones. Right wing up top to Reeves. Now Dunnigan right wing. Guarded by Cassidy Anderson. Dribbles left-handed toward the bucket. It's going to be knocked away by Allie Harvey, and Molly Wilson ends up with it, and it's stolen by Bounds away from Molly Wilson. Shillman now driving the right side, pulls up right wing. Reeves thought about it inside the Shillman. Reeves drives in the corner, pulls up, looking for somewhere to go with it, guarded by Allie Harvey, finally up top to Bounds, guarded by Callie Vick. Bounds drives, kicks it out to Reeves, thought about it, now she drives to the bucket, going to put it up, swatted away by Harvey, and Harvey will now dribble past half court and kick it over to Callie Vick to set it up top of the key. Honore on the right wing will now move underneath, and Molly Wilson has it left wing. Wilson dribbling right-handed, going to feed Harvey underneath, and has that one knocked away by Reeves, rather. And Reeves is going to end up with the ball in the corner and now dribble it up the right side of the court. Right wing, picks up her dribble, throws it to Dunnigan. Now over to Jones, left wing. Jones, who now dribbles to the bucket, puts it up and is fouled by Harvey.
Jones wanted to take it, willing to take it into the teeth of the defense there and challenge Harvey, and able to draw the foul there as Harvey got a piece of that, but got some of the hand too.
Actually, I guess they're going to call that one on Cassidy Anderson, her first of the night. And Jones misses the front end. It's 6:35 left to go in the game. Howe leading 45-10.
Stand corrected. I thought that was Harvey that.
Yeah, I thought it was Harvey as well.
That swatted that and got some hand on it.
The second is no good as well, and it remains 45-10 with 6:35 left to go in the game. And Honore will inbound to Callie Vick as there's no pressure coming from Bonham. And Vick left-handed dribbling up, now right-handed. Now Molly Wilson right wing. Wilson dribbles it to the middle of the court, picks up her dribble, throws it underneath Cassidy Anderson, off the glass, no good. That one was almost rebounded by Honore, but it goes off of her apparently, and Bonham will have possession with 6:20 left to go in the game, trailing Howe 45-10.
You know, Monty, at what point, too, do you look to try to just get your starters out of there to prevent any kind of injuries, too?
Yeah, you think about that as well. At the 6:13 mark, you would probably think maybe about 3 minutes in. Here's Reeves, top of the key to Dunnigan. Dunnigan, guarded by Anderson, will drive to the bucket, stops, pulls it up, shoots it up top to Reeves. A long three off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Wilson. Wilson in trouble and now dribbles out of it. Over to Honore, left side, now middle. She's driving straight to the bucket, puts it up on the runner. That was no good. Rebounded by Harvey, put up and fouled. The shot was no good. Harvey was fouled on her way up. She's slow to get up, but she does, and she has a big smile on her face, and she'll go to the free throw line.
I said it earlier, I like the aggressiveness of Jenna Honore. She's not afraid to take it to the cup. Not able to finish there, but when you got a tall girl like Allie Harvey there to clean up for you.
Harvey will miss the free throw off the back of the rim, and it bounced to the front of the rim and then no good. So a lot of Bonham Lady Warriors check out. They'll switch, and it looks like basically the starters come back in except for Fee. And Harvey hits the back end, 46-10, 5:45 remaining.
Harvey's got 21 tonight. That was her first second half point.
Solano in the corner quickly to Lewis, swatted away by Honore. And Molly Wilson ends up with it. And she'll dribble up the court, pass it over to Katie Grogan. Dribbling right, now left, top of the key. Passes over right wing to Wilson, who will feed it inside to Harvey. A nice pass, and Harvey can't connect. Rebounded by Honore, puts it up. She's fouled by Lewis.
Got a nice little pick and roll there. Harvey rolled to the basket there, and Wilson got it to her, just couldn't able to convert.
You thought for a moment, you could think, well, Wilson, man, she's going to shoot that three. Oh, wait, that's way short. Oh, that was a pass. Great pass.
Right. Especially when you got Harvey with those long arms there.
Yeah, I tell you what,
the basket.
When Allie puts her arms up in the air, you can't miss her.
You cannot.
You can't miss her. Honore misses the first one. It remains 46-10. We'll have some exchanges as Henry comes back into the game and Williams comes back into the game. Honore to shoot the back end. Forward into the game now. And that one's off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded quickly by Hemby, and Lewis has it top of the key, guarded by Honore. Now left wing to Hemby, guarded by Peyton Ford. Top of the key, Solano. Over in the corner. Hemby again. Now Lewis puts it up, grabs her own rebound, and now she'll dribble it out to the left wing. Trying to reset. 5:04 on the clock. Lewis still dribbling around, guarded by Honore. She'll drive to the bucket, left-handed layup, no good. Rebounded by Henry. She'll pull it down. Had Solano right in her face, but she gets out of it with Katie Grogan dribbling across half court. Right wing, Jenna Honore, the long three, and that one rolls in and out. That one was from downtown, as they say. 4:37 on the clock, 46-10. Lady Bulldogs in the lead over Bonham. This is Lewis driving to the bucket, turn around, kicks it back out to Hemby, driving to the bucket, kicks it back out. Solano for three, off the front of the rim and no good, rebounded by Honore. And now a timeout by Derek Lands, and we'll take 1-2 with 4:21 left to go in the game. We'll be right back right after this.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe. Scoggins Funeral Home, Attorney Micah Belden, Bucksnort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.
Welcome back. 4:21 left to go in the game. Howe leading 46-10. The Lady Bulldogs, a great night tonight. Here is Williams, right wing, the freshman, tall freshman, to Marissa Agee into the game, and she'll dribble to the basket, over to Williams, who drives the bucket, puts it up off the glass, no good, gets her own rebound, puts it up, rolls it over the front of the rim, and that one's good. So the freshman scores 48-10. Just under 4 minutes left to go in the game. And Lewis dribbling right-handed hard on the floor, and now Fee left wing. Up top Solano, guarded by Agee, and now in the corner, Lewis shoots the long three from the right wing. That's off the corner of the rim, no good. And Ford delivers it to Katie Grogan, dribbling quickly down in the corner. And Marissa Agee makes a move. That's Henry, rather. And apparently, was that traveling? I didn't see the call, but
I think it was traveling.
It must have been
a foul.
Well, Bonham is going to have possession with 3.5 minutes left to go in the game. Trailing by 38 as Reeves thought about the three again, dribbles up top the key. This time she's going to shoot the three, and that one's off the left side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Williams, throws it to Ford. Ford has it go off of Katie Grogan and out of bounds, and Howe will somehow retain possession there. I thought that went off of Grogan. So Ford will inbound over to Agee. Trying to beat the press, does Williams on the runner, and that one is good. 50-10. The freshman with another bucket.
Lady Warriors bringing out the late game press, and Lady Bulldogs are able to dissect that with no problem.
2:58 on the clock. Reeves, left wing, palms it in her right hand up against her body, and now throws it over Solano. Tries to hit Lewis underneath. A nice look, but Lewis wasn't able to get it. Now she does drive to the bucket, and it's knocked away by Agee. Ends up in the hands of Ford, who gives it to Grogan now down the court. Quick passes to Agee off the top of her hands, and that one goes out of bounds. She tried to save it, but could not, and Bonham will take possession with 2.5 minutes left to go in the game.
Had a good 3-on-2 opportunity there, able to score, just couldn't convert.
Don't forget, here in just a moment, we'll have the Bonham Warriors and the Howe Bulldogs, the boys' varsity action, coming up right after this. A lot of ball action by the Lady Warriors with Reeves in the corner, and has it go off of Agee, and Bonham will retain possession. Pretty nice crowd for Howe on senior night. Not bad.
We got two seniors on the roster tonight.
Two seniors. Now here's an inbound to Reeves, drives to the bucket, fouled. The shot was no good. Went off the glass, a little bit too hard. And Reeves will shoot two here with 2:11 left to go in the game. The foul apparently was on Trinity Williams. Her first shot is good, 50-11, as Reeves has most of their points tonight.
6 points.
6 out of 11. Make it 7 out of 12 as she hits the back end. 2:10 left to go in the game. Agee dribbling quickly down the court. Trinity Williams to her right on the right wing, but Agee runs to the basket, kicks it out left side to Katie Grogan for three, no good. And that one's going to end up out of bounds off of Solano, and Howe will retain possession. Peyton Ford will throw it in. And she does to Sierra Copeland, one of the shortest players to one of the tallest players. Sierra misses, rebounded by Williams. She puts it up. That one's good. And the freshman has 6 points. Lewis quickly past Agee on the runner, and that was no good off the front of the rim, rebounded by Sierra Copeland. And she'll hand it over to Katie Grogan, dribbling right side, guarded by Solano. Grogan dribbles to the left wing, now back to the top of the key, penetrates, And now kicks it out to AG underneath to Sierra Copeland. Drives the bucket, and I guess they tie it up. I was blocked by the official. I couldn't see exactly what happened there.
It looked like it was tied up for a second there, but Copeland able to get off a shot. I don't know if maybe.
It was tied up. That's what they called.
Yep.
So forward inbounds to Copeland, who drives to the bucket, puts it up, and that was blocked by Lewis. It was a shot. The reason that Lewis, who's much shorter than Sierra, was able to block that is because Sierra was shooting it from her hip and not up high. And here's Ford trying to get inbound it to Williams again, and she puts it up. That one's good. The freshman has 8. 54-12. We are right at the minute mark. And Reeves will shoot another 3, and that one is good. So she has 10 out of 15 points for the Bonham Lady Warriors, and a timeout's been called with 1:05 left to go in the game. Howe leading 54-15.
And Trinity Williams with a quick 8 points. Seems like just the end of the third quarter and here in the fourth quarter, she's started to heat up here.
You know, her first game on varsity, within seconds, had 5 points.
Wow.
So she's kind of like that. Once she starts scoring, they come in bunches. And you're right, they're coming in bunches tonight. 8 points for the freshman. 54-15 overall for the Howe Lady Bulldogs, leading the Bonham Lady Warriors. And
she's another one that's going to give them a lot of height down there in the paint. With Harvey and with Copeland and Trinity, they're all really tall girls that are going to be able to make a living down there, offensively and defensively.
So Howe's going to inbound with 1:05 left to go in the game. Up 54-15, facing a press. This is good opportunity for some backups, but this one's stolen away. Ford on the inbounds, and now it's going to be put up and rebounded by Katie Grogan, who has it kicked away, but Howe's going to retain possession, rather. And Ford will try to throw this one in again. Looking down the court, Sierra Copeland all alone, dribbles to the basket, puts up the runner. That one is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Trinity Williams, put it up. She has 10. Under a minute left, 56-16. Bounds over in the quarter, and she kicks it out to Donovan. And she is fouled. Dunnigan, rather. So with 40 seconds left to go in the game, Dunnigan is going to shoot free throws here.
And she's going to shoot 3. She was fouled behind the three-point line.
Was that behind the line?
I believe so.
Man, I did not think it was that far away, but her first one is good. And she has hit her last 3 free throws.
I say that. Let's make sure.
Second shot is good. And you are correct. She's a good free throw shooter. That's not the one you want to foul back there behind the line. She's hit 4 straight, looking for 5 straight here. 56-17 it remains as she missed that one. Rebounded by AG, quickly down the court. Ford puts it up, and she's fouled by Solano, and she'll shoot 2. So Peyton Ford looking for some buckets here. Some free throw buckets. 56-17, 34 seconds left to go in the game.
Yeah, we talk about Trinity Williams. She's quickly the second Lady Bulldog into double figures behind Harvey. Harvey with 21 tonight and Trinity Williams with 10.
Ford's first attempt is no good. Ford's second attempt goes off the back of the rim, and that one's no good. Rebounded by Dunnigan. Quickly to Solano, dribbling right up the court, down the court, and throws it inside the bounds, but it's knocked away by Sierra Copeland. And Bounds just looks and kind of smiles because Copeland went up way up in the sky to knock that one away. Reeves, inbound Bounds. Lewis, and now Reeves a long 3. That one off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Copeland. Then she has to pick and dive for it, and it goes out of bounds. She had it for a moment, then it escaped her grasp. She went to dive for it, and it rolled off her wrist. It goes out of bounds.
Well, kudos to Copeland, who's getting on the ground, down up by 40, almost 40 points.
14 seconds, and Reeves heaves another 3. That one off the back of the rim. That one no good. Katie Grogan and Sierra Copeland both go diving for the loose ball, and it's finally picked up by AG underneath by Williams, and she's not fouled. Normally, I think in a tight game that might have been called, but she goes up for the bucket, and it was knocked out of bounds. Howe will retain possession. 2:03 left to go in the game, up 56-17. Inbound to AG, and that one goes off of AG, and that's going to be Howe's ball? Or that's the end of the game? That's
Ball
it.
game.
That's ball game. I thought, what happened there?
I think that was the game everybody was ready to end.
Yeah. So the final tonight, Lady Bulldogs take it 56-17 over Bonham. They have already clinched the district championship. So a nice way to finish here at home for senior night. And I'm sure there's the district championship. Look at that. All right. Well, it's boys' time. It's Howe boys' time. We got we're just about ready, I think, almost to be underway here. The Howe Bulldogs are coached by Eric Johns. He got his 300th win last season at home against Whitewright. Johns, the Breckenridge native, attended Abilene Christian University where he played basketball there in the late 80s and 90s. It was AC where he had the opportunity to become a graduate assistant for 2 years. He said the experience helped him land an assistant job at Lubbock Estacado, which was a 4A school at the time, now 5A. The following year, in 1995, he began his varsity head coaching career when he took the job at Henrietta High School. While the journey may have begun in Henrietta, he only stayed there 1 year, moving to Vernon and staying there for 8. He then went to Commerce for a year, taking over the head basketball job for Gainesville for 11 years, including being named the athletic director the last 4 years that he was there. After leaving Gainesville, he took an assistant job at Callisburg and then was hired at Howe last season. There are very few non-varsity football head coaches in Texas that land the position of athletic director. He was one of those, and he felt that his discipline and organization helped him land that position in Gainesville. He is very outspoken. He is he will get after you. He is exciting to watch, and I tell you what, it's a lot of fun. If you buy a ticket, the half of the ticket or most of the tickets, it's worth it just to watch Eric Johns coach.
Very animated, huh?
It's outstanding, yeah. It's just it's amazing to watch. So on the flip side, the Bonham Warriors under first-year head coach Chris Williams. He's from Shiloh, Texas, outside of Atlanta. He got his bachelor's at Midwestern State University and his master's at A&M. His philosophy is to mold the kids into great basketball players, but he talks about future citizens, husbands, and fathers being his main MO, making sure he has outstanding human beings is what he's all about. So now they're giving the starting lineups.
The Purple Warriors are coached by Chris
And we will have Noah Shellman, Cameron Reed, the sophomore, Tyler Rodriguez,
6'6" guard,
and
number 5,
all-world senior Josh Upe.
5'9" guard, number 3, Caden Harmon.
For the
6',
Howe Bulldogs, we've got Elijah Campbell, who's wearing strange red shoes tonight.
6'3" forward, number 23, Devin Porter.
Not sure why that's so loud. I didn't have a crowd mic on, but Caden Harmon and Noah Campbell and Devin Porter, your starters for the Howe Bulldogs. And again, Elijah Campbell in some strange low-top red shoes. I guess, what is that? Since Luka does that, so that's what all the guys do, because that's what they do in the NBA, right? You got to be like the NBA players.
Well, you definitely can't miss him with the white home jersey and the
Nope.
The red shoes.
Nope, can't miss it. So now we'll go with Caden Harmon, who will jump for the Bulldogs. And he will be facing, looks like, senior Brandon Donna. So here's Harmon about to jump with Donna. Let's see who wins this one. And it is going to be Harmon. And he'll get it back to Red Shoes Campbell, dribbling across the right side. Top of the key, point guard now to his brother Noah Campbell. Long three-point shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Shellman. Near corner, Tyler Rodriguez, their all-world quarterback. Now to Upe. Top once again to Tyler Rodriguez. Dribbles between his legs, makes a cut to the right. Now back to the top, up to top Upe. Guarded by Noah Campbell. Now Shellman, top of the key. Now over to Brandon Donna. Nicely guarded by Devin Porter. And not a lot of action so far, a lot of passing to the perimeter. Upe going to shoot the three, and that one is rimmed out, no good. Shellman rebounds, however, gives it back, and now Tyler Rodriguez ends up with it at the top of the key. No score just underway, 7:09 on the clock. Tyler Rodriguez runs to the bucket, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Elijah Campbell, right side to Caden Harmon, right wing. Moving left to right is Howe. And here's Elijah Campbell behind the back, dribbling, and behind the back pass to Harmon, who throws it away, trying to hit Devin Porter on the left side. No score, 6:50 underway.
Nice little matchup here with Rodriguez and Harmon here, both of them quick little guys.
Shellman deep side corner, now Upe left wing, guarded by Elijah Campbell. Dribbles up to the free throw line, pass inside, and that's going to be tied up by Caden Harmon with Cameron Reed. So the possession is Bonham, and Rodriguez will inbound. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Shellman outside, top of the key. Now in the corner, back to Rodriguez. Upe makes a move on Logan Elvington, and charge is called. Devin Porter picks up his 41st nose up of the year. Trying to set the record. He told former Howe head coach Tim Rose he was going to try to get the record this year, and he's got 41 now.
Do we know what the record is?
I didn't look it up. I don't know, but Tim Rose said he's getting close.
He's leading by quite a bit.
6:23 on the clock. He throws this one away. It's going to be stolen by Tyler Rodriguez, and he has an easy layup right there. Porter just kind of watches it. After he threw it away, Porter just stood there and watched it go up for the layup. Porter now, he and Elijah Campbell back and forth, almost a travel by Porter. Elijah trying to get it across dust to Noah Campbell. Ball fake, left-handed dribble, left wing. Now top of the key to Elijah Campbell. Dribbles to the right wing, dribbles to the basket, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Elijah Campbell. Now fighting for it is Upe, and he grabs it. Rodriguez will bring it up the court for Bonham. Moving right to left is the Purple Warriors. However, they're in black tonight. Rodriguez quickly underneath, and now outside to Shellman, who shoots the three from the corner off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Elijah Campbell. 2-0 Bonham in the lead. 5:32 left to go in the first. Shellman on Elijah Campbell is going to pick up a foul as he was reaching in, and that is Bonham's second foul of the night.
Good job there by Elijah to kind of stay in control there as Reed was right up in his shorts there trying to steal that ball, but good job there by Campbell to stay with it.
Caden Harmon to inbound, looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Noah Campbell at the very top of the key, guarded by Reed. Noah Campbell will dribble left-handed at the very top, now over left wing. Elijah Campbell hits Caden Harmon on the runner, but he can't hold it, and he ends up kicking it off his feet and out of bounds. And Bonham will take possession with 5:16 remaining in the first, up 2-0. Tyler Rodriguez to Upe at the top of the key, guarded by Campbell. Elijah Campbell now guarded by Porter on the switch. Inside to Tyler Rodriguez, the jumper right in front of the rim is no good. Rebounded by Stephen Waldron. And Elijah Campbell brings it up the left wing, red shoes and all. Makes a move on Shellman. Pulls up the jumper, that one no good. Nowhere close to the rim. Rebounded by Waldron. Top of the key to Noah Campbell. A ball fake. And now it's stolen away. And Noah steals it back. Campbell drives to the bucket and falls down, and apparently it's going to be Bonham ball. No call, and Noah Campbell puts his palms to the sky, wondering what's going on.
I thought maybe there was contact here. They got tripped up, and I kind of thought so too, but no call there.
4:32 on the clock. Upe brings it up, guarded by Elijah Campbell. Top of the key now, Tyler Rodriguez. And Upe playing catch, now left wing. Elijah Campbell, loose ball, dives for it, and Howe comes up with the ball as it goes off of Upe.
You can tell this Warrior team is a really athletic team, but the Bulldogs are staying disciplined and are playing smart basketball right now.
Clock is ticking as Howe trying to get it across the line. Campbell does. Now inside Noah Campbell quickly. And Shellman's going to get, that's Upe, going to get called for reaching in. And he'll pick up the foul on Noah Campbell, and that's their third. 4:06 on the clock here in the first, and Leighton Elvington will check in for Caden Harmon. Elijah Campbell to inbound here. 2-0, Bonham in the lead. 4:06 on the clock. Quickly into Porter, dribbles one, puts it up. He's fouled by Brandon. No, he's going to be called for the travel. I thought certain that Brandon Donna was going to get called for the foul there. Tyler Rodriguez quickly up the court. 3:59 left to go in the first quarter. Bonham up 2-0. Rodriguez makes a move. Nice pass inside to Reed, but he can't finish. Rebound, Elijah Campbell. Dribbling to the left wing, now in the corner. Noah Campbell around the edge, up off the glass, and that one's good. Howe ties the game, 2-2 with a Noah Campbell runner. Down in the quarter, Shellman. That's Reed, however. No, Shellman it is, and he'll go up and he'll quickly take that advantage back. 4-2 off the runner. Noah Campbell inside, Leighton Elvington makes a move inside. A nice pass to Waldrop right in the middle of the lane. Puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Tyler Rodriguez. Rodriguez down the court. Shellman from 19 feet, but he kicks it out. And now it's going to be a long three-pointer in the corner of the, and that's Tanner Reeves, but that one comes up empty. Rebounded. Elijah Campbell from one side to the other, and on the runner, that one no good, but he is fouled by Shellman.
Good job there by Elijah, showing some of that aggressiveness. They're going straight to the bucket, drawing the foul, and going to the line.
So Reeves quickly into the game for Bonham, and now Shellman appears might be checking out. It's picked up his second foul already. Elijah Campbell's first shot is money, and it's 4-3. Checking into the game is Gage Craven, the senior for Bonham, and checking out is Shellman. Devin Porter also checking out of the game for Howe. And Logan Elvington checking in. Campbell toes the line, looking to tie the game with 3:04 left to go in the first. And he does. 4 up, and Bonham inbounds here. Rodriguez brings it up the middle of the court. Over in the corner, Reed, now up top, Donna. Now over to the right side to Craven. Donna at the high post. Now Rodriguez thinks about shooting a three from the top of the key, and he'll back up and reset. Reeves now in the corner to Craven. Rodriguez to Reed. Up top, Rodriguez again. Now Reeves is going to shoot the three, his second one, and this time it goes in from the left wing. And it's 7-4. 2:26 on the clock. Waldrop throws it away, but he gets it back. Throws it across the line. Noah Campbell, left wing all the way across the court. Elijah Campbell quickly to Leighton Elvington. Campbell for three, left wing. That one's good. Noah Campbell ties the game at 7 with 2:09 left to go in quarter number 1.
A little helter-skelter there, Bear, but just like you drew it up.
Reeves again answers right back, but no, it rims out. 1:59, under 2 minutes now. Elijah Campbell tries to throw a slick pass underneath, but throws it right in the middle of Donna, who picks it off and gets it to Rodriguez. And again, another three for Reeves from the corner, and that one again is no good. Craven now. He'll drive, and he will travel. As it looked like for a moment there was contact with Logan Elvington, but no call there. And they'll get, believe that was Craven on the travel. Noah Campbell checks out of the game, and Harmon comes back in. So right now you have Elijah Campbell, you have Stephen Waldrop, you have the Elvington brothers, and Caden Harmon. And this one gets away from Elvington, but Harmon's right there to pick it up and rolls it in, and Howe has their first lead of the night, 9-7 with $1:26 left to go in the first. Rodriguez, top of the key. Pulls up, now drives, now kicks it way out to the right corner. Reeves thought about shooting, Craven thought about shooting. And now Donna, top of the key. Rodriguez left wing, way over on the other side. Reeves drives the bucket, and that one is up, and that one is good, and Reeves ties the game at 9 with 1:03 on the clock. Harmon quickly down the court. The runner up and under, and that one's no good, off the base of the rim, or backboard rather, and Reeves from one side or the other, and he tries to do the same thing, and that one is no good, but he's fouled, I believe, by Elijah Campbell.
It's starting to get kind of a little back and forth here, and I don't think the Bulldogs are going to be built for a track meet here, so when they get a chance to, they need to try to slow it down. They don't want to get into back and forth here with Bonham.
Yeah, I agree. Tanner Reeves is going to shoot free throws right here in the tie game. Under a minute left to go in the first. 9-9 our score, and Reeves breaks. Nope, he does not break the tie. Off the back of the rim. And coming into the game is Devin Porter, Colton Thurman, and Noah Campbell will check back in. Leighton Elvington goes out. Logan Elvington goes out. Stephen Waldrop goes out. Reeves' second free throw is good. Bonham regains the lead 10-9. 53 seconds left. Campbell slowing it down here. No pressure as he walks it across the line. Moving left to right. Now left wing to Harmon. All the way across to Noah Campbell. Right wing, bringing it up to the top of the key. Back over to his brother Elijah Campbell. Underneath to Devin Porter. Makes a move, turns around, underneath. Great pass. Harmon, bucket. Howe leads 11-10.
Good pass there from the elbow by Porter down there. Found Harmon right underneath the basket there, flashing the goal.
Rodriguez with 21 seconds on the clock. Walks across half court. Guarded by Harmon. Over to the right wing, back up top. Now Campbell in his face. And now Donna, top of the key, guarded by Porter. Reeves thought about the three. He likes to shoot the three. Back over to Craven. Now Reed in the corner. He's in trouble. Almost throws it away, but Donna goes up for it. Shoots a long three. That one's no good. And Howe played it great there defensively.
Really did. Really just wasn't giving Warriors any space to make any kind of move or anything.
Let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have more Howe Bulldogs basketball. We'll have to tell you who made this possible.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Attorney Micah Belden, Bucksnort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.
Nothing like a little February allergies, right? I think you're battling something. I'm battling something.
It's this change in weather. It's 70, what was it, 73 degrees outside today on a February.
Yeah, it was cold last week. It's warm this week. It's going to be cold again next, a couple of days.
Raining tomorrow, I think. So,
yeah.
Got everybody's allergies and all over the place.
So it's 11-10. Howe in the lead. We start the second quarter, and the starters are back into the game for Bonham, but not Howe. Colton Thurman will inbound to Elijah Campbell. And he'll bring it up unpressured over to Caden Harmon, left wing. Noah Campbell is the cutter, but he didn't get the cut. And Elijah Campbell fakes the three and now throws it. Devin Porter shoots the three, and that one is good. 14-10. Howe in the lead with a Devin Porter three-pointer. And Eric Johns has a big smile on his face. Rodriguez feeds underneath to Upe, and that one is no good on the runner. Rebounded by Colton Thurman, and no call as he was run over. And Elijah Campbell has the ball, shoots the three, and that one is off the back of the rim, and that one is no good. Brought down by Harmon on the rebound, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Porter, puts it up, and now a foul has been called. And Porter will shoot.
Porter doing a little bit of everything. He shot that three, and I think if I look correctly, that may be his first three he made this season. And then Harmon, one of the shortest guys on the court, able to come down with an offensive rebound. Misses the putback, and then Porter, who comes in averaging 8.3 rebounds a game, able to draw the foul.
Porter 1 for 1 in three-point land this year. He's perfect, but he misses the free throw there.
No wonder Coach Johns was smiling.
So 14-10, Howe in the lead early on in the game. 7:13 here to go in the second. Porter makes the second one of the two and ups the lead 15-10. Rodriguez, top of the key, dribbles between his legs and
Clock issue?
I guess we had a clock issue. 7:08 on the clock here in the second, and now an inbound. And Rodriguez will dribble it past half court, now to the right wing. Guarded by Noah Campbell, now deep in the corner to Reeves. Reeves up top to Craven, to Rodriguez, top of the key. Dribbles between his legs, on the move, from the elbow, up and no good. Rebound by Noah Campbell. Noah's going to take it. Guarded by Shellman. Top of the key over to brother Elijah, guarded by Rodriguez. Elijah left-handed dribbling, left side of the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Shellman. Little contact, no foul. Rodriguez. Reeves is going to shoot the long three, and that one's no good, and it goes off of Colton Thurman's hands and out of bounds as Howe leads 15-10. Oh, it goes off of Bonham. So Thurman throws it in.
Looking for the Bulldogs, they have Warriors have not been able to hit many shots here right now.
Campbell to Thurman, back to Campbell, back to Thurman, across the line, and Thurman throws it straight to Upe for Bonham, who brings it quickly down the court and knocked away by Devin Porter. A nice job of getting his hand in there. And Bonham will retain possession, but that slows down momentum a bit. Reeves to inbound, throws it way up top to Upe. They had a poster in Bonham High School at one point, it said Alley Upe. Reeves to Craven, back to Rodriguez, top of the key. Slowing it down. Reeves thought about another three. I don't know what it is about the name Reeves and Bonham. They love to shoot threes. Rodriguez, inside feed to Upe, up, and that one's good, fouled by Thurman. That was a beautiful feed by Rodriguez to Upe. And now he's going to finish it off with the free throw here. We'll see if he's able to do so as Thurman checks out, Porter checks out, and Logan Elvington checks in, Stephen Waldrop checks in.
Yeah, that was good patience by the Warriors, just kind of moving the ball around, and found Upe kind of got behind the defense there and able to muscle his way up to draw the foul and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play here.
15-12, Howe in the lead momentarily, 5:35 left to go in the second. Upe's free throw is good, 15-13 Howe's lead. Waldrop inbound to Campbell. Elijah with bright red shoes tonight on senior night. Bounce pass to Campbell, back to Waldrop, across the line. Noah Campbell inside to Caden Harmon, goes up, and now another runner layup by Caden Harmon. That one's good. Howe again with a 4-point lead, 17-13, 5:13 left to go in the game. Upe guarded by Elijah Campbell nicely. Tries to cut, can't do it, now shoots the three. That one rolls in, and toilet bowls its way in. And Howe's lead is cut to 1, 17-16, 4:57 to go in the second. Waldrop on the runner, no good. Rebounded by Harmon, but it goes off of Reeves, and Howe will retain possession. A lot of hustle there by Harmon.
Yeah, Harmon is just everywhere on the court.
So Elijah Campbell will inbound to Stephen Waldrop, about 4 feet behind the three-point line. Quickly back to Elijah, now to Harmon. Harmon will drive the bucket and misses the layup. Rebounded by Craven. And now Reeves shoots the very long three. That one no good. Rebounded by Craven, who puts it up. That one no good. A nice job of Logan Elvington of blocking out of Reed. And Elijah Campbell's able to come up with the rebound because of Logan Elvington's block out. Campbell shoots the jumper, and that one is nothing but net. And that's a long two-pointer, 19-16. Howe in the lead, 4:13 left to go in the second.
That looked good coming out of his hands. Nice stroke there.
Rodriguez, right wing, guarded by Noah Campbell. Reed comes up to high post. Upe, left wing, shoots a very long three. That one is nothing but net. Tie ball game, 19 up, 3:58 left to go in the second quarter. Elijah Campbell just smiles at that one. Nothing you can do but smile.
Upe's got 9. He's starting to heat up.
He averages 24. Here's another layup by Caden Harmon. This one barely misses. And rebounded by Rodriguez. Top of the key. Upe drives the bucket, goes right around Waldrop, and my, that's impressive. On his way to a layup, 21-19, Bonham in the lead, 3:31 in the second. Elijah Campbell drives, steps back, throws it over to Waldrop, shoots the three, way long. Logan Elvington tries to go for it, and it's going to end up in the hands of Tyler Rodriguez. Quickly down the court, over in the corner to Reeves, who shoots another three, and that one's good. And Howe will call a timeout, 24-19. We'll be right back right after this.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, attorney Micah Belden, Bucksnort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.
Wow, that happened quickly. 24-19, Bonham.
That did here, and again, like I said earlier, you don't want to get in a track meet here with Bonham here going up and down. And the best way with a team that wants to go up and down, the best way to combat that is to kind of slow it down and try to work. You know, don't try to play into the defense's hands. Work the ball around. You don't have a shot clock. And just slow the game down here for the Bulldogs.
Well, Waldrop inbound to Elijah Campbell, and he will slowly bring the ball up the court. Guarded by Shellman. Not a lot of foul calls. 5 for Bonham, 2 for Howe. Elijah over to Leighton Elvington, left wing. Back to Leighton Elvington, left wing. Inside to Porter. Turn right side. Up. No good. Off the glass. Rebounded by Reed. And now Upe will bring it up. Upe went up for 3. Missed it off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Howe. And now Elijah Campbell runs through the middle of the lane. Puts it up. No good. Puts it up again. No good. Porter comes down with it. He goes up with it. That one is no good, but a foul is called on.
We may have a technical foul, Lonnie. I thought I saw it. Official. Make the technical foul sign. Signal.
Well, unfortunately for Howe, well, let's see. We're going to see White 2-3 push. They're talking to head coach Eric Johns over there. We're trying to figure out exactly what's going on. As it appears right now, Devin Porter is standing at the line, and he is evidently going to shoot technical foul shots here. So it looks like Reed has a foul called on him, which is his first. And Devin Porter sinks the first free throw to make it 24-20. And he puts in the second one to make it 24-21. Now Bonham's in the lead with 2:24 left to go here in the second period.
Yeah, so Porter got fouled. He shot his 2 free throws. Now, whatever the technical foul was on Howe, Upe is going to be shooting the free throws for that.
Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, if you get a technical foul, that requires disciplinary action.
Oh, yeah.
And you're out for a half. Now, I don't know whether it'll be this half or the first half of the next game. I don't know. Being senior night, you'd kind of hope it wouldn't be tonight if it's on Elijah Campbell, and it appears like it may be. Elijah does go to the bench, and Caden Harmon checks in. So Shellman now will inbound to Rodriguez, who crosses the midcourt line. Guarded by Noah Campbell. Rodriguez now dribbles left. Taking his time. Now kicks it over to Upe. Left wing, drives the bucket at the elbow, and they're going to get Noah Campbell on the foul call. 26-21, Bonham in the lead. Not enough to shoot free throws. That is Campbell's first. And Rodriguez will inbound.
And it don't take long to figure out that Upe is probably the best player on the court right now, so they're going to be the guy. He's kind of the go-to guy here for Bonham. He's got 13 points already here in the first half.
Yeah, no question. He's an outstanding athlete. You wondered, where was this kid during football season?
Right?
I mean, they were already good.
But he showed he could shoot the ball. He showed he could drive to the basket.
He's got everything you need.
It's a pretty good size. Probably stands about 6'1", 6'2", maybe.
Rodriguez flings it to Shellman. Back to Upe. Corner. Three. No good. Rebound. Porter. Noah Campbell now running the floor. Guarded by Reed. Left-handed dribbling. Picks it up. Now throws it to Caden Harmon. Very top of the key. Right-handed, left-handed, dribbles the bucket, has it stolen away from him. In the hands of Upe. Left-handed to the left wing. Oh, nice pass to Rodriguez. Kicks it out to Donna, and that one's no good on the three. Rebounded by Harmon, now to Noah Campbell. Heading towards the left wing. Makes a great ball fake, and a layup is no good, but a foul is called as Campbell was fouled up somewhere about the elbow on his way to the bucket. This is his seventh foul on Bonham, team foul, so Noah's going to shoot here, trailing 26-21 with $1:26 left to go before the half. Howe playing tight.
They're hanging with them. Down by 5.
So Noah Campbell towing the line will put the first one in, 26-22.
And Noah Campbell leads this team with free throw percentage, 71% from the line. They shoot 57% as a team.
His second shot is also good. It hits the front of the rim and rolls over. 1:24 on the clock. Rodriguez, middle of the court, dribbling to the left wing, guarded by Noah Campbell. Now rolls right, guarded by Harmon. Steps back past the three, over to Upe. Way off the three. Upe looks like he's going to run towards the bucket. Now backs off a little bit. Looking for somewhere to go. Gets a block by Donna. And he picks up the jumper and off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Noah Campbell. Stolen away by Reed. And Reed to Donna, over to Rodriguez. Under a minute left to go before the half. 26-23, Bonham in the lead, and their black jerseys tonight. Over in the corner to Shellman. Back up top, Upe. Now Donna, right wing, underneath to Shellman. They put it up, and that's good. Porter was in defense, but he couldn't block the shot. And Bonham leads by 5 with 30 seconds left to go in the half. Noah Campbell, left wing, knocked away by Shellman, trying to hit Leighton Elvington. And Elvington will inbound to Noah Campbell. Again, no sign of Elijah Campbell after the technical foul earlier. It's presumed he may sit out. Caden Harmon on the right wing. Didn't hit the cutter, Elvington. Waldrop throws it away. Rodriguez picks it off. He's going the other way on the layup. And that one's up, and that one's good. 30-23 with 8 seconds left to go in the half. Bonham in the lead. 5-4. Noah Campbell driving to the bucket. Throws it up. No good. No foul. Porter puts it up, and he misses the layup. And Noah Campbell can't believe there was no call on that.
Yeah, he went straight to the basket, and on the offensive rebound there, Porter had a chance to put it back and couldn't get it to go. But yeah, there was a lot of contact there on Noah Campbell as he went to the basket. No call there. And Coach Johns looks like he's trying to get an explanation as well.
Yeah, Coach Johns not happy about that no call for sure. Now, we talked to Coach Johns earlier in the week, and we asked some of those questions about, you know, the discipline and things like that. But first of all, let's talk about Elijah and Devin Porter. we asked about the senior leadership, and this is what he had to say about those young men.
Oh, they've been great for us. I established him as captain early on, and there was no voting involved. That was me doing it in the honor, because I knew, how big they're going to be for us. Elijah does everything for us on the floor, and he's a coach on the floor, and like I say, he takes care of a lot of things. He doesn't score a ton all the time, but he makes everything happen for everybody else. And Devin's been great defensively for us. And rebounding, and and he's had some good scoring nights too. And those two, have really been good leaders for our younger kids.
The one thing that Johns we've talked about is the discipline. He is going to discipline his players. He's going to make sure that they are checked a little bit, and if they get a technical foul, then their rule is they have to sit out a half, and there's no budget on that. Coach Johns talked a little bit about that discipline.
It has hurt us some. We had 3 or 4 games where a player had to sit at half, but the kids know, and I'll spend my whole career preaching it, and I'm not going to change that. Character development is more important than winning and losing, and I'm going to continue to be that way. And if when I'm not allowed to do that, is when I've changed schools some in the past, to be honest with you. But development of young men is what we're doing here. And wins and losses are great, but we're not professionals, and that's not the most important thing. And it has hurt us, some this year, but I wouldn't change it.
Everybody talks about his intensity, and you can look over there, and he's toned it down a little bit in the past month or so, but you can talk about the intensity of Johns, and boy, he will clearly let you know when you're in the wrong, and you just for me, I'm an old school player, and I love that kind of stuff, and we asked him a little bit about that discipline.
Might have actually toned down a little bit. If I'd gotten older, I had to wear a heart monitor some over Christmas, and so I had to try to slow down my jumping around a little bit, but no, I love it out there, and it makes me feel young again, and it's the next best thing to playing. That's what I tell kids all the time. If you miss it, get into coaching, because it's the best profession in the world. And sometimes I watch myself on the film and think, why are you doing those things? But I don't think about them in the game. I just get into it and go. It's every bit as much fun now as it was when I started. Hopefully I'm a better coach now than I was when I started, but and I've changed some things through the years, but it's still, when I get out there, I feel like I'm 22 again.
Well, and 22, I don't know. When I was interviewing him, I saw the gray hair a little bit, and we're both about the same age. And I thought, man, I don't know what I would do to make me feel 22 again. But it is fun watching Coach Johns, and what an outstanding, excellent coach he is. And a playoff run last year, lost a bunch of players to graduation, and that happens. And and he's got a young team here with only he's gonna graduate some here, but he's also gonna get a lot of players back next year. Coming back is Caden Harmon. Coming back is Noah Campbell and Stephen Waldrop and Colton Thurman, and you get a lot of these kids back. There's quite a few. Matter of fact, if I can go down the list, you're gonna lose Porter. And you're going to lose Logan Elvington. You're going to lose Elijah. But you're going to get a lot of kids back. Cameron Langford, who hasn't seen the floor tonight, but he's a sophomore, and he can shoot the ball, especially from the 3. They're going to have some kids, and they're going to have some Lopez twins coming up from JV possibly pretty soon. And I think the future's bright for Howe.
And you got to respect a guy, who you talked about the character and
you want to go on? No, I was talking. No, he didn't hear me.
About the character and building young men, and kind of like, wins and losses are great, but he's trying to build young men here. They're going out to be, fathers and husbands and adults, and so in the real world you learn, that sometimes things are hard to come by, and it's not always going to be given to you, and you got to show some of those. Some grit to you and some character.
Yeah, in this program, we see Coach Jay over there across the way, and we know that the struggles that the football team had after pre-district, it's been a struggle for the boys' athletics over the past 2 years, and that's no secret to anybody. But the future is very, very bright. There is, if you can get. Once you get down in that middle school level right now, there's some tremendous athletes down there in that 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade level. And I know it sounds like a long time away, but it's really not. Those kids start blending in on varsity as soon as sophomores, sometimes freshmen. Some of those 8th graders this year may be suiting up on Friday night in the fall. And that's exciting. Now you kind of, as a parent, you probably worry about that a little bit, having that young of a kid out there with shoulder pads on against 18-year-old guys. But it can happen, and things like that, once you start meshing in some of that talent at the varsity level in all sports, it can turn around very quickly.
Yeah. You just got to be willing to wait through some of those lean years,
A friend of mine named Zach Hudson always said, in those lean years, you just got to figure out a way to go 5-5 somehow.
Yeah.
And you got to schedule right.
Right.
So, that's the way it works. Right now, the Bonham Warriors lead the Howe Bulldogs 30-23. We're going to take a quick timeout and tell you who sponsored this broadcast for you. We'll be right back.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Attorney Micah Belden, Bucksnort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.
Teams making their way back out on the court. Bonham doing a little bit of shooting. The Bulldogs doing a little bit of stretching. Don't know if we'll see old Red Shoes again tonight in the contest. We'll have to see if he is going to be able to play his last game on the court at home. Well, I take that back. Are they playing another game? They got another game here.
I think they do have another game. I don't know if it's here or not, but they do have another game.
I think they've got another game here, actually.
Okay.
I think this was the last game for the girls, so that's why they did everything tonight, I believe. So we're just about ready to get underway. Aiden Norton will be in the game for the Bulldogs. See his first action tonight. Along with Caden Harmon, Devin Porter, Leighton Elvington, and Stephen Waldrop will start the half. Rodriguez, Reed, Shellman, Donna, and Upe. Rodriguez and Bonham will now go to the right side, our vantage point. Their goal on the right, Howe's on the left, and Shellman left wing, top Rodriguez. Down in the corner for Upe, makes a great move on Porter, puts it up, and that's no good. Rebounded off the fingertips of Porter, a loose ball, and Donna ends up with it. And now, very top of the key, Rodriguez has to go for it, does, guarded by Leighton Elvington. Shellman turns around. He had great position on Waldrop, and he just went, but missed the runner. Rebounded by Donna, and he turned it off of Waldrop, threw it at Waldrop's shin on the out-of-bound marker, and Bonham will retain possession. Upe in the corner for Donna. Now Reed, right wing, runs to the basket, up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Waldrop. Leighton Elvington, right side, throws it. It's blocked by Reed. He'll regain it, however, and now they'll say it's Bonham's ball. I don't know how that happened, but it's.
Yeah, that was hard to keep up with. There's a lot of deflections there.
I think it might have went off Elvington, or maybe he had his foot on the line. I'm not sure. Rodriguez, right wing, Upe, right wing, and now it's stolen away by Waldrop. On his way for the layup, left-handed, no good, but he is fouled by Donna. So Waldrop will shoot 2 with 7:05 remaining in the third. Bonham up 30-23.
Good job there by Waldrop, kind of playing the passing lane, got that left hand in there to kind of deflect it, and then able to beat his man to the ball and able to get the bucket, draw the foul.
Waldrop's first is good. Cuts the lead to 6.
And this is good for Howe. Just kind of give him a chance to just stay in the game.
Waldrop's second shot is rimmed out. No good. 30-24. 7:02 left in the third. Upe has it go off his fingers, but apparently it was deflected, knocked away. Harmon jumps over the rail that clearly says no climbing or jumping over the rail to grab the ball.
And he does it with ease.
Yeah, I don't think he even touched the rail. He just kind of jumped over it. So Bonham retains possession. Rodriguez left corner Quick shot, no good by Shellman, but rebounded underneath by Reed. He puts it up. Upe goes up, and Devin Porter ties it up. Porter had all ball right underneath the basket on Upe, who wanted the foul, but Porter did an outstanding job there, and Howe has possession with 6:47 in the third, trailing by 6.
Bulldogs are going to need help on the boards besides just Porter.
Waldrop on the bounce pass to Norton. Nice feed to Porter on the run, and the runner is good. It's a 4-point game, 30-26. Rodriguez, right wing, up top to Upe. Driving the bucket, guarded by Harmon, and Rodriguez makes a great ball fake. Now corner Shellman, and a foul has been called as apparently Leighton Elvington drew the charge.
He did. Let's see. His 6th charge of the season. Elvington able to draw.
So it's a 4-point game with 6:25 left to go in the third, and Waldrop will inbound to Elvington. Dribbling up right side now, back over to Waldrop. Dribbles back a little bit, guarded by Shellman, back to Elvington. Have to get it across. They're counting, get it across. Norton in the middle, nice pass to Porter, right wing. Bounce pass up to Elvington, top of the key. Back to Norton, right wing, underneath, knocked away by Shellman. Rodriguez has it. Dribbles behind his back, guarded by Norton. Reeves with a ball fake. Now up top again to Rodriguez, almost stolen away by Harmon, and it goes out of bounds. And Eric John says that should have been Howe's ball, and is quickly upset because it is not. They ruled it in favor of the Warriors.
I thought maybe I was too, that maybe it was off Upe.
Rodriguez, top of the key, Upe, guarded by Caden Harmon. A size mismatch. Waldrop with a great move to knock the ball out of Donna's hands, but it's retained by Bonham. Rodriguez, top of the key, guarded by Harmon. Left wing, Shellman drives to the bucket, layup, and that one is good. But Devin Porter again, his 42nd nose up of the year.
Good job by him. Shellman just came barreling through, and Porter stood his ground, went flying, hit the deck there, and able to draw the charge. And Coach Williams is over there kind of contesting that.
How many do you need, Tim Rose? How many does he need? He's at 42. Leighton Elvington crossed away to Waldrop. Tries to get it back. It's stolen away by Shellman. Shellman puts it up. It's fouled, but no foul called. Rodriguez puts it back up, and that one is good. So 32-26. Elvington back to Waldrop. Waldrop gets it across the line. A bounce pass to Porter. A ball fake, turns around. Now he's going to the bucket. A nice fake goes up. Oh, he got called for traveling. That was a nice ball fake.
And the Bonham three-quarter court defense is starting to, on that last possession, started turning up the intensity just a little bit. Just started to play a little bit more aggressive. Hands were a little bit more active. Bulldogs going to be able to be sure they stay patient. Still a 6-point game, and remember that Elijah Campbell has not been in the game. Reeves left wing, and now up top to Upe. Donna right wing. 4:43 left to go in the third. 32-26, Bonham in the lead. Rodriguez top of the key. Barking signals out for Reeves to move from right to left, and now Reed has it, left wing. Now Reeves right next to him, left wing. Back up top to Upe. Donna running their offense, and now in the corner for Reeves. Thought about shooting, had Porter in his face, and now Rodriguez over to the corner, far side. Rodriguez guarded by Harmon. It's knocked away by Norton for a moment, but gathered by Upe, and now way outside across the way for Reeves on the three, no good. And Reed knocks it away, and Howe's going to have possession with 3:58 left to go in the third. And that was a good defensive possession by the Bulldogs on that. It seemed like their intensity kind of rose a little bit on that one.
6-point game, 3:58 to go in the third. Howe has possession as Colton Thurman checks in, and he inbounds to Leighton Elvington. Thurman will dribble a little bit now, and now back to Leighton Elvington, and now Thurman throws it away. It's going to be taken by Upe, straight up the middle. A nice pass there to Reed, and now Donna fakes the three, throws it out of bounds. It's saved by Upe, but Harmon has it. He's going from one side to the other on the layup, and that one is good. It is a 4-point game. 32-28. Bonham in the lead. 3:28 to go in the game. In the third, rather. Rodriguez dribbling. Guarded by Norton. And Norton's going to get called for the foul in the elbow.
Good aggressiveness there by the Bulldogs there. Just got to maintain your composure there. Stay disciplined.
Third foul in the half, and is the first on Norton. Rodriguez. Inbound to Upe. A nice pass to Craven, who puts it up and good. 34-28. 3:13 left to go in the game. In the third. I gotta stop doing that. Colton Thurman to Leighton Elvington. Down in the corner to Norton. Nice ball fake. Nice pass to Porter. Puts it up. That one is good. And the foul.
Good job there. Who was that? 22 was that Norton there, drove baseline, able to slip it in there to Porter, and Porter rolling to the basket, able to finish it off.
Yeah, Norton's had some really good feeds here since he's been in. Nice passing. And it's a 4-point game. Could be 3 if Porter can drop this one in the bucket. 2:59 left to go in the third. 34-30.
Porter with 10 points so far on the team high here for the Bulldogs.
Toes the line. Number 23 puts it in. 34-31. 3-point game. Rodriguez, without pressure, will dribble it across the half. Guarded by Norton. Now left-handed. Elijah Campbell back in the game. And he does some nice fancy footwork on Tyler Rodriguez there. Reeves has it left wing. Back out Rodriguez. Right wing. Knocked away by Norton. Quick hands. And he's going to take it and pass nicely to Harmon. It's up, and that's good on the runner. A nice job by Aiden Norton to steal the ball away in a beautiful pass to Harmon.
Active hands by Norton and Harmon there, and those short guards, they're short, quick guards. They were able to cause some commotion there to the Warriors.
That is a 1-point game as Bonham leads 34-33 here in the third. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Attorney Micah Belden, Bucksnort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.
Justin, this is a better game than what we anticipated, perhaps.
Yeah, a little bit better than the first game there, but yeah, I mean, right now the Bulldogs, all you're wanting is just a chance right now, just to keep yourself in the game, hang in there, just hang around for a little while. Still a lot of basketball to be played, though.
Hey, outstanding defense has been played by the Howe Bulldogs.
Really
I mean, however you cut it, there's 34 points on the board, and we're getting close to the fourth here. So Rodriguez has it, guarded by Norton, who's having perhaps his best game of the season tonight. And Norton is on Upe, who drives to the bucket, kicks it out to Reeves, who now steps up to the elbow, kicks it back out to Reed, who's long on the jumper, rebounded by Porter. Howe has a chance to take the lead here. Colton Thurman driving to the bucket, loses the ball, but regathers it. And Elijah Campbell shoots a three. It's long, and it goes over the back of the rim. And Bonham will have possession. 34-33 with the Bonham Warriors in the lead in their black and white confusing jerseys tonight.
Not the purple.
Rodriguez over to Upe on the jumper. That was long, rebounded by Harmon to Elijah Campbell. The red shoes dribbling right past the midcourt stripe. Up to the three, thought about it for a moment. Up underneath to Colton Thurman, who has it knocked away, and Upe is going to go from one side to the other, turn around and shoot. He's going to be fouled by Elijah Campbell. And that'll be, I believe, Elijah's second foul of the night. Porter will check out of the game as Logan Elvington will check in. 1:30 on the clock.
I'm sorry, Upe, who had 13 points in the first half, been kind of quiet here in the second half a little bit. Rodriguez
to Upe, just as you said, he puts that one up. The shot is no good, but he was fouled, I believe, by Thurman. And they'll give it to Logan Elvington, actually. So Upe steps up to the line, trying to extend Bonham's lead, and he does, 35-33, with 1:28 left to go in the third. And the shot is rimmed out. No good. So still a 2-point game. Elijah Campbell dribbles up left side of the court. To the near side. Bucket on the left of our advantage, and the runner is good. Elijah Campbell knocks it down with a right-handed jumper from the left side. Tie ball game at 35. 1:12 on the third quarter clock. Rodriguez, right wing, guarded by Norton. Screened out. Shoots the jumper, no good, rebounded by Logan Elvington, and a foul called on Reed over the back of Logan Elvington. One thing that Logan does great is block out.
Yeah, I've seen that every time the ball, no matter where he is on the floor, if he's out the perimeter or underneath the basket, he's blocking this guy out.
He does an outstanding job of blocking out. So Waldrop into the game, Norton still into the game, but it's Harmon who checks out and Colt Thurman who checks out. So both Elvington brothers are on the floor. I have not seen Noah Campbell. Have we seen Noah in the second half?
We have not.
Here's Logan Elvington with the turnaround jumper, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Norton, but he had it stripped away from him. And Shellman comes up with it to Rodriguez, down in the corner to Reeves, and now Upe will make a running layup, but he'll get charged with the foul, as it was Leighton Elvington who drew that one.
He did. How many is that on? That's 3 fouls on Upe.
It's a tie ball game, under a minute left to go in the third. Elijah Campbell, top of the key, over to Norton, right wing, dribbles in, fires it up, no good, rebounded by Upe. 21 seconds. Upe, top of the key, guarded by Elijah Elvington. Reeves with the long three off the front of the rim, no good, but Shellman was right there, and a foul is going to be called underneath, as Shellman has had an easy layup, but it's going to be a foul call, loose ball on
Logan Elvington.
Logan Elvington. And now Devin Porter's going to check back into the game. So still no Noah Campbell here in the second half.
We haven't seen him. I just swore that technical foul was on Elijah in the first half.
Yeah, Elijah and Noah, I don't think have been in the game at the same time recently. When Elijah was out in the second quarter, Noah was in, and now that Elijah's in, Noah's out.
Yeah.
The timeout's been called. It's 35 up, 7-11, 7 seconds left to go in the third. And a 30-second timeout's been called. Again, a better game than what we anticipated.
Yeah, it really was. And kind of when Bulldogs or Warriors come here, 24-5 on the season, 9-1 in district. Bulldogs 1-8 in district. And so on paper, it kind of looks like the Warriors should be running away with this, but the Bulldogs, again, have played tough, taking advantage of situations. There's some poor shooting here by the Warriors, and again, the Bulldogs have just been able to hang around and just being able to play defense and be able to make things difficult for Bonham.
So right now on the floor for Howe is Porter, Waldrop, Norton, Elijah Campbell, and Leighton Elvington. Rodriguez looking for somewhere to throw it. Finally hits Upe at the very top of the key, guarded by Waldrop. Picks up his dribble now to Rodriguez in the corner. Will run to the basket, lose the ball, and that's the end of the quarter. And it's a tie ball game. We're headed to the fourth. Justin White.
Yeah, listen, we got a ball game on our hands here on senior night.
How about that?
Didn't expect this, did you?
Or
did you not know what to expect?
You know, it's everything's so unpredictable these days.
Really is.
You know,
and that's the fun thing about basketball to me is that's why I love March Madness. Is you only got to be better than somebody on one night. You know, sometimes teams get hot. Sometimes teams are not hot. Just on one particular night, you got to be better than the other team.
You know, I'll tell you this: Howe lost to Leonard last week by 2. Leonard had some tremendous athletes on the court. It's just amazing to see Howe, who to be honest, they don't match up athletically with most of the teams they play, but they're right in there with every team they play, and a lot of that comes down to, who's dressed in black over there in the slacks and is in their ear most of the time. The general, Eric Johns, is, you don't get 320 some odd wins by just showing up.
Right, yeah.
So Reeves will inbound to Rodriguez here, right wing, guarded by Noah Campbell's into the game, the fourth quarter. And he'll deflect that ball away, and Bonham will retain possession, but it was nice defense by Noah Campbell.
Yeah, Noah should be well rested now.
So Noah, both Campbells into the game for the first time in quite some time tonight. Shillman, right wing, looking for the corner to Rodriguez, can't do it. And now Upe has it and is going to be blocked by Devin Porter, who's going to pick up the foul, as Upe was trying to throw it back inside, but Porter hip checked him a little bit.
That's a nice little matchup. I like that. I like Porter on Upe, or maybe even Elijah Campbell on Upe. Those guys really do a good job defensively one-on-one there with Upe. You can match up with them athletically.
Rodriguez trying to throw the ball in, does to Donna, but it's stolen away by Porter, who gets it to Elijah Campbell quickly, dribbles behind his back, red shoes down the court. Noah Campbell for three, looking up, and that one is off the front of the rim, and no good, but rebounded right there by Harmon, who puts it back up and in. Harmon, who is not very tall, but jumps higher than most, and Howe has the lead 37-35, 7:26 left to go in the game. And now a loose ball stolen away and a dive for it. Upe has it underneath. Knocks down Porter. He's got 43. Another nose up for Porter. That's 3 tonight.
Upe came in there and was like a hurricane. He did like about 2 spin moves and then ran into the chest of Devin Porter.
That's 4 fouls on Upe, and most of them are on charges against Devin Porter.
And Coach Williams, when Upe was going across near the bench, Coach Williams kind of stopped Upe and said, kind of calm down, slow down. We need you here. They've only got, 4 players on the bench? They only go 9 deep. Really 8 deep, because one of them doesn't play right now.
37-35. Howe in the lead. 7:14 left to go in the game. Elijah Campbell dribbling around. Right up the middle at the elbow underneath. Porter puts it up. That one's good. Howe extends the lead 39-35 with 7:03 left to go in the game. Rodriguez. A long shot by Upe, no good, rebounded underneath by Shellman, who tries to put it up, and that one is no good, but he's fouled by Stephen Waldrop.
Caden Harmon just continues to amaze me. He's got to be, 5'9", maybe, 5'8", and just is down there amongst the trees, just down there battling on the boards.
And he can jump. He doesn't mind getting in the middle of that whatsoever. 6:52 left to go in the game. Howe with a 4-point lead. Shellman at the line. The first shot is good. Brings it within 3. And now Reed checks into the game as Upe checks out. That's a big one. He's got 4 fouls. And those 4 fouls are sitting on the bench in crucial minutes of the game. Shellman, high arch, no good. Rebounded by Stephen Waldrop over to Elijah Campbell. 6:49. Howe up by 3 against Bonham.
Kind of where you bleed a little bit of clock here.
Campbell underneath, throws it high, gets away from Porter, stolen, but Noah Campbell comes up with it at the top of the key. Right wing now, and he'll drive to the bucket, pulls up, and he's going to shoot, and they'll say it doesn't count, as they'll give the foul to, I believe, Reed, who was guarding him.
Yeah, he gets this before the shot.
And Noah Campbell drilled that shot, but they'll say it happened before the shot. So the foul is on Shillman, and that is his 4th. Campbell's free throw is good, and Howe's lead goes back up to 4. 6:29 on the clock, left to go in the game. Senior night in Howe, Texas. And Campbell drills them both. 5-point game. Howe 41, Bonham 36. Rodriguez driving the lane, the jumper in the middle of the lane, no good. Rebound Porter. He has had an outstanding game. Elijah Campbell racing from one side to the other, dribbling left-handed in the middle of the lane, blocked by Shellman, and Rodriguez comes down with it. He'll cross midcourt, guarded by Noah Campbell. Now Waldrop as they switch around. Waldrop top of the key on Tyler Rodriguez. Watch out, he's fast. He moves Shellman from one side to the other, and Rodriguez goes where he was. Stops and now throws all the way across to the left wing. Now to Shellman, now back up top of the key. 5:46 to go in the game. Rodriguez between his legs. Now back out left wing, guarded by Elijah Campbell. 5:40 on the clock.
That's where you wonder for the Warriors. Who's going to score with Upe on the bench?
Donna up top. Now over to Reeves, who loves to shoot the three. Rodriguez, quick dribbling. Now to Shellman. That's Reed, rather, on the runner, and that one's good, and he draws the foul. Harmon's going to get called as that is a very important play in this game. I'll tell you right there. It was a 2-point runner, and he draws the foul, and if he can hit this one, we're looking at a 2-point game where Howe had a 5-point lead. 41-38, 5:24 on the clock. Reed's shot is good. It's a 2-point game. 41-39. Elijah Campbell. Red shoes, right side of the court. Now we'll dribble to the middle of the court. Left-handed. Shellman guarding. Left wing. He's going to drive the baseline, the bucket. Nice pass underneath, and Harmon puts it up. Assist by Campbell to Harmon. 43-39. Howe in the lead. 5 minutes left to go in the game exactly. Rodriguez, he's going to do the same thing other side, but kicks it out to Shellman for 3. That one is rolling in and out and in. It's a 1-point game. And now a long pass way down to Harmon underneath the runner, and that one is good.
How did he do that?
45-42. Howe in the lead. 4:42 left to go in the game. Rodriguez back and forth. Kicks it out. Shellman. Rodriguez for 3. That one's long. Back of the rim, but rebounded by Reed. He puts it right back up. 1-point game again. 45-44.
Got to block out.
4:25 to go. Elijah Campbell, right side to Noah Campbell, underneath to Harmon. A lot of contact, no foul. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Bonham's ball. That one could have gone either way.
And don't look down, but Harmon has 16 points on the night.
Yeah, he
high.
Yeah, he can put some points on the board at times. Averages 9 a game. Rodriguez dribbling around, and Noah Campbell is going to get, I believe, called for a foul as he says he was pushed, but it was a pretty hard foul.
It was. Got his money worth on that one.
So Rodriguez will go to the line in a 1-point game. Yeah, Noah came in hard. It looked like he was either pushed or it was a really hard foul, one or the other. And Rodriguez sinks it to tie the game, 45. That's a costly foul. Noah Campbell's second foul of the night. Rodriguez will shoot the back end here with 4:06 left to go in the game. In a tie ball game in Howe, Texas. Senior night. Porter on his senior night is having an outstanding game. Howe trails now 46-45. 4 minutes to go in the game.
Still plenty of time. Make this a good possession.
Campbell, top of the key, guarded by Rodriguez. He'll take it inside, puts it up, no good. He gets his own rebound, but it's knocked away. And now here goes Shellman. One side to the other, and he's going to put it up and draw the foul on Noah Campbell. He misses the bucket, but Campbell gets the foul.
I was okay with that move with Elijah going one-on-one there, going to the bucket.
Yeah, he almost had it to fall.
Yeah.
But now Shellman with the high arch. See if he can put this one in, and he rims it in and out. Still a 1-point game. Bonham in the lead by 1, 46-45. 3 minutes, 46 seconds left to go in the game. Shellman's second one is off the back of the rim, and he jumps hard, follows his shot, but it goes off the top of the backboard. Had that one not going up there, Shellman was racing to the ball. You talk about kids that, follow your shot. Well, he was racing his shot. Here's a long pass to Harmon. Baseline, goes up, puts it up, no good. And they're going to call him for a wall. I'm not sure
I don't know about that.
About that call.
He drove, had a jump stop, and put the shot up. I didn't see the travel there.
Yeah, I don't know about that. 3:39 to go. Bonham up by 1 with possession. Rodriguez guarded by Noah Campbell. Now to Upe, who's back in the game with 4 fouls, guarded by Elijah Campbell. Setting the screen is Reeves, and they'll throw it in the corner. Rodriguez for 3. That was short, no good. Rebounded by Harmon out to Elijah Campbell. Quickly down the court. Shellman guarding. Elijah Campbell going to the bucket. Right-handed layup is good. And Howe regains the lead 47-46 rather. Upe with some fancy dribbling to the middle of the key. A nice pass underneath, and Shellman puts it up. And Elijah Campbell was knocked down by Upe. No call, but now they'll stop. And Eric Johns is extremely upset with the no call there.
Upe drove the basket, and I think it was just an inadvertent elbow that hit him right in the cheek. Upe comes over and makes sure he's okay. But Coach Johns is almost at half court there, talking to the official about that.
And now Mike Sagleski, Aaron Sagleski over there is upset.
He's putting in his 2 cents.
And John steps in front of him to make sure he doesn't get a tee. And Eric Johns is still chewing a little bit on the ear of the official on the far side. But it's 48-47, Bonham in the lead by 1 with 3 minutes left to go in the game. Howe has played their hearts out tonight.
They really have.
This is about as good a game as you could get from these Bulldogs here against an outstanding athletic team like the Bonham Warriors. So we're ready to go as Johns is done. I don't know how much ear is left over there.
Right.
But Elijah Campbell will bring it up the court, middle of the court. Dribbling right, dribbling left, dribbling right. Sends Waldrop over from right to left, and now in the corner, and somebody missed it. He and Noah got mixed up, and the ball is just thrown out of bounds. If both Campbells with their palms to the sky.
One was supposed to zig, and one was supposed to zag.
2:44 left to go in the game. Bonham up by 1 with possession. Rodriguez guarded by Noah Campbell, dribbling between both legs, and now runs to the basket, kicks it out for Shellman for 3. Long 3, no good. He rebounds himself, kicks it out to Upe, guarded by Stephen Waldrop. Very top of the key. He wants to run for it, now kicks it back out to Rodriguez, guarded by Elijah Campbell. Rodriguez, fancy dribbling. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left. Rodriguez underneath, throws it out of bounds, and Howe will take possession as the ball just got away from Rodriguez a little bit. He tried to throw it over his left shoulder, and it was too high.
And then started with Elijah Campbell. He got beat there, knocked the ball out, and the ball just kind of ricocheted everywhere. Rodriguez was trying to save it and ended up tossing it out of bounds. So that all started with the defense of Elijah Campbell.
2:12 left to go in the game. Elijah to Noah. Noah drives the bucket, puts up the runner. That one is good. He falls down, but he gets back up. Howe has the lead by 1. 49-48, under 2 minutes left to go in the game. Rodriguez on the right wing. He dribbles towards the middle of the lane, goes up with the runner, and it's no good off the glass. Rebound, Elijah Campbell. Slow it down, my son. 1:46 left to go in the game. Guarded by Rodriguez. Elijah Campbell kicks it out. Harmon. Right wing now up top to Waldrop, who throws it away. Rodriguez has it to Reeves on the runner. It rolls over the very edge of the rim and good. And Bonham has a 1-point lead with a $1.26.
Cost a turnover there by the Bulldogs.
Elijah Campbell, top right wing, looking for somewhere to go. Drives the middle of the lane, kicks it out to Waldrop on the jumper. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Donna. And now a timeout's been called. 1:11 left to go in the game, and you're right, that turnover by Harmon was huge.
Yeah, I didn't see who it was intended for, but it was kind of a lazy pass there, and just come the other way and converted the layup on the other end. And then on this last possession, Waldrop had a nice little jumper there, open look, just couldn't convert it. And so now the Bulldogs got to really buckle down here and play defense on this next possession.
Well, they've played outstanding defense tonight against a great team. We'll see if they've got it left, and they've only got 1:11 left. Right now, on the floor, you had both Campbells. You had Waldrop, Harmon, and come on now, we're both,
Porter.
Was Porter on the floor?
I thought he was.
All right. I'm sure he was. We'll see who comes out of here.
Well, and here when the Bulldogs come out here and play defense, the important thing is to be sure they're blocking out. Don't allow offensive rebounds. Last couple of possessions, there have been some opportunities for offensive rebounds for the Warriors. So Bulldogs need to be sure they're blocking out everybody, get a body on somebody.
Bulldogs still talking about it. Bonham's out on the court. And here come the Bulldogs. Aiden Norton into the game. That says a lot right here about that young man. With a minute 11 left to go in the game, he has not had a lot of playing time this season, but in this point in the game he's in, Noah Campbell is out. A minute 9. Norton on Rodriguez. And over to Reeves. Over to Shellman. They're going to try to burn some of this clock, I'm sure. Rodriguez over to Upe. Thought about shooting the three. Now swings it over to Rodriguez, who does shoot the three, and he nails that three. That is money right there. Elijah Campbell down the court quickly on the layup. No good. Rebounded by Porter, who puts it up. And no foul call. And rebounded by Donna. Rodriguez with Bonham leading by 4. 36 seconds left to go in the game. Donna underneath. Stolen by Porter. Porter gives it to Elijah Campbell, and a timeout's been called. Woo! Eric Johns calls the timeout, and Howe trails by 4 with 30 seconds left to go.
And that's probably a good timeout to call right here. Get you a play because pretty much this may be your last good possession right here. You're down by 4. I don't know. Do you need a 3 right here? You could probably get a 2 and foul quickly.
Well, Porter has been your go-to guy all night as far as this game goes, offensively, defensively. Porter, just an outstanding game. You could imagine feeding him, drawing a foul underneath, and if he can put it up, draw, and then to convert, now you're at a 2-point game.
Yeah, maybe get to Elijah Campbell, let him go one-on-one, suck in the defense, and see if he can dish off maybe to Porter there at the basket.
We'll see who comes out. If Noah Campbell, who is the leading scorer for Howe and also has made 62 of 189 three-pointers with a 33%, and he does come back on the floor. Aiden Norton is out. So they run Norton with the defense. They run Noah when it's on offense. So it'll be Noah Campbell inbounding to Elijah Campbell.
Like I say, you don't need a 3 right now. You can get a 2.
So Elijah with 29 seconds. Right wing. Looking for somewhere to go. Underneath to Noah Campbell, and they're going to call the foul on Noah?
I think that was on Reed, but I'm not sure.
And I think they did call it on Reed. So Noah Campbell will get to shoot with 22 seconds. What a costly foul that was.
Yes, because not only go to the line, but the clock stops now.
Yeah, how, and that's the wrong kid to foul, too.
Exactly.
Noah shoots 71% from the free throw line.
Leads the team with free throw percentage. So this is a huge break for the Bulldogs.
22 seconds left to go in the game. Howe trails by 4. But Noah Campbell can make it 2 right here if he can hit both. And the front end is good. So they need one more bucket, and Aiden Norton's about to go into the game here after this free throw. He's going to go in for Noah Campbell as Eric Johns has figured out that Aiden Norton can play some defense. So 53-50, 22 seconds left to go in the game. Noah Campbell at the line, trying to make it a 2-point game. And it's good. It is a 2-point game. 53-51, 22 seconds left to go in the game. Man alive, what a game.
Really. Bulldogs have hung in there.
So Reeves will inbound with 22 seconds and 2-point lead. And now timeout's been, is it a timeout?
Or is there a sub? Looks
Sub.
like Elvington's come in.
Waldrop goes out. Leighton Elvington comes in. Looking for somewhere to go is Reeves, and he inbounds to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez is fouled. And perhaps that's the wrong kid to foul as well, as Rodriguez is a good shooter, but you don't have time to waste. It only took 1 second off the clock.
And so at this point, we'll kind of go do that whole foul, see if he can make it to free throw, see if he can get a point.
And now it's a sub fest because now there's no reason to keep Norton and Elvington in the game.
Exactly.
And Noah Campbell will come right back out. And Waldrop presumably will come right back out.
That's what you call strategery.
Strategery. Yeah, so Tyler Rodriguez at the line trying to extend the 2-point lead, and he does. It's now 54-51. And the subs come back in. Noah Campbell and Stephen Waldrop back on the floor. 21 seconds left.
Got to be sure you block out if you're Bulldogs.
Rodriguez trying to hit the back end here and make it a 4-point game, and he does. 21 seconds to go. Elijah, it's Waldrop, throws it into Elijah. Quickly down the floor. He runs through. A loose ball near side. Waldrop has it. And a timeout, I believe, was called by Johns. 10 seconds left to go in the game. As there was a loose ball, Elijah had it, was dribbling to the middle of the lane. He tripped over somebody. No, nothing was called. Bonham wanted traveling. And Elijah was able to push the ball out. Waldrop ended up with it after a loose ball. He and Upe were diving for it.
Yeah.
Waldrop ended up with it. And then Waldrop looked like he might have shuffled his feet a little bit.
I wondered that too, if they were going to call that. When that whistle came up, I thought, uh-oh, it may have been a travel, but it was a timeout called by Johns.
It was a perfectly timed timeout because I thought that whistle might have been coming for that travel right there.
Yeah, Campbell fell down, and I couldn't tell if he got tripped by his own feet or what that was. And luckily, he didn't get called for a travel too, as he was trying to kind of push that ball away to Waldrop.
So it's a 4-point game. So there's going to have to be some trickery involved here in the final 10 seconds of this basketball game.
If you get a 3, take it, but a quick 2.
So Harmon will inbound. And he looks for Elijah Campbell, who has it. Quickly, he's going to shoot a long 3, and that one's off the back of the rim and no good. Rebound by Porter, goes up for it, and that one is a timeout's been called. John's called another timeout with Howe in possession, so they'll get another shot at it. Now, it looked as if Porter was going to be able to finish that off at least for 2 points, but Johns rather would take the timeout and say, "Hey, let's reset, try it again," because if Porter misses that, that's ball game.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But now you got 4.8 seconds to go. Now you need a 3.
You need a 3, and you need to be fouled on the 3.
Yes.
And Eric Johns is in the middle, drawing right on. He's got that marker board, which is smoking right now. I see the steam coming up from the middle of that huddle. What a well-coached game this has been.
It is.
Both
really
sides.
And you got to think Elijah Campbell's going to be the one taking the shot.
Well, or Noah. Noah leads the team in 3-point percentages and shots. I think you might see a screen here with Noah and Elijah, and they do. And Noah puts it up, and then off the front of the rim, no good. Tyler Rodriguez holds it, and that's your ball game. A 4-point win by Bonham, but man alive, what an effort by the Howe Bulldogs. Outstanding performance by the Bulldogs.
Man, they had their opportunities, led by 5 early in that fourth quarter, and just couldn't put them away.
You know, it was that shot over here that I thought, man, that's going to be a big, huge play in this game. And it did come down to that, a 3-point play in the corner. I believe it was Shellman, or it might have been Reed, but I think it was Shellman. But what an outstanding game it was by both teams.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think I know you're talking about that maybe a 3-pointer, but there also maybe an offensive rebound there at one point that was able to they were able to get away with there. But yeah, Bulldogs really fought hard in this one. Again, on paper, you would think the Warriors would have ran away with this, but Bulldogs were able to hang around and give us a good game to watch and broadcast.
Well, I tell you what, it was fun. You know, we saw an outstanding Lady Bulldogs team to start out. What were they up, 35-0 or something like?
35-3 at half, I believe.
Unbelievable. And then what we thought would be might be a runaway by Bonham because they have so many great athletes. It's just hard to keep up with great athletes like that. But no, Howe makes a huge run at it and has a great game tonight by the Bulldogs. And tell you what, it was fun to watch tonight.
Yeah, I think if anybody, I think the Warriors are glad that game is over and able to get away with here, get away here to the win.
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody leaves here kind of happy tonight, as Bonham feels like they probably dodged a bullet, and I think they might have been overlooking Howe just a little bit.
I think
tonight.
so too. I think they saw that 1-8 record and thought that'll be an easy win.
Well, we're going to call it a night tonight. We will have playoff basketball for the Lady Bulldogs once we get well. Both of us are fighting allergies tonight, but we will try to do our best to give you Lady Bulldogs playoff basketball as long as schedules allow us to do so. We will try to give you every moment of Lady Bulldogs playoff basketball. So for everyone who's been a part of this one, including Justin White, good to see you again.
Yeah, good to do another game with you.
I'm Monty Walker. We'll see you next week, we believe. Anderson, great pass to Harvey underneath. Up and good. 19 seconds on the clock. Elijah Campbell drives and scores on the layup.
Howe Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs basketball is brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, attorney Micah Belden, Bucksnort Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Ed Meacham State Farm, Exalt Realty, Independent Bank, Guild Mortgage, and Knight Furniture.